I'm not broke, I'm just dead.
No, you're not
For
dead.
a crow,
You're a crow.
for a raven, you are quite rich.
Right? I've got a whole platinum.
You are the richest raven that has ever lived.
Hell yeah.
A raven walks into a bar. Let's see somebody try to refuse
one
serving
platinum.
He's holding a platinum. Listen, if I was a bar owner, I would serve that raven anything that it wanted.
Moonshine!
Moonshine.
Shots moonshine.
Listen, just because you came back once doesn't mean you can't die again as a raven. I'm just gonna
Die of alcohol poisoning.
It's terrible.
I'm this far in, may as well. No. Alright, well.
Right.
This is gonna be fun. I don't know where the fuck you guys are going, so be patient with me. But you all leveled up, right? Everybody's good?
Yes.
On their leveling up? And I'm sorry. I realized, gee, we never talked about what you can technically do as a raven.
I figured we kind of just figure it out as we go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have some ideas. We'll hash it out a little bit later.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I'm just chilling.
You're just chilling as a raven. Yeah, you guys hold up in the little mausoleum on the side of Argon Mosshold for the night.
Also, it was the first night that went by that Savid and Dumas did not get a sending that night.
It would
Right.
be. That's correct.
Yep.
Because we have no means of communication anymore.
No. And she had been messaging them every night.
Oh, that's right. You did mention that you would call them.
Just like saying hi, making sure they were doing all right.
Yeah.
Last night, radio
We've only been gone a couple days.
I gotta check something really quick. Yeah, no.
Cray's gonna adjust the pendant that he made Des with the silver coin from when she was a child.
Baby Des.
And just make it a little bit tinier chain with his tools. Just gonna snip the chain so that it fits around Raven Dess's neck. Now Raven Des has a coin necklace from when
adorable.
Raven Des was a baby girl.
Man, she's been through a lot.
It's been crazy, but you know, as he kind of like flicks it, and it's just a single silver coin, unlike a silver chain. He's like, now we'll never, lose track of Des among the other birds.
Oh.
I like your confidence.
That and she has a skull like on her pattern on her face.
You do have the skull pattern, so you are pretty unique among the other birds.
Yeah. It's either well, from far away, you're not sure if it's like a super special raven or just a raven that like dipped its entire head into a bag of flour.
I mean, we also kind of thought that at times. So
yeah, like she just stuck her hands in flour and just on her.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, ready?
Hey.
You can't say shit. You can only peck at me.
She scratches you with the talon.
I was checking something, but I realized that no, yeah, that's true.
I
Yep,
am excited to see Savid's reaction because he's been crushing on Des for so long.
Excited in like a schadenfreude way, or...
right?
You know what? Then, as Cray kind of puts down the little bowl of soup he's eating and looks at Seraph, you can tell him then, because I'm not excited.
Okay.
I don't know. He kind of looks down at Raven Des. Did I just make it worse? I think I just made it worse.
Worse.
You told me to do it, I will do it.
Nods. He did. He's gonna eat his soup and pet his pets. Mildly go more insane. Yeah.
Moonshine.
Right. Moonshine. Tomorrow.
All right. Well, you guys wake up. Did you take turns like keeping watch or anything, or are you just kind of holed up in the mausoleum?
I don't know. Should we have taken a watch?
I could tell you, Carter probably wouldn't have, because he's been having a rough time as of late. He's probably passed out. You probably gonna have to actually wake him up.
Double exhausted.
The rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Des would probably have gone up and, like, if they let her out, I guess, since they closed the door. But if they did, she would have gone up and, like, sat on the roof for a little bit and watched.
Okay. I will say
Cray will
that
take a watch as well.
yeah, the mausoleum itself, there's not like windows, obviously, because it's a fucking little mausoleum thing. However, there are small openings, which Des, you're really a small raven, and you would be able to just squeeze through one of them.
Okay.
Essentially, they're just like small vent holes, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, she went, like, all the way out onto, like, the roof
Okay.
outside.
And obviously, you can also move the stone door, but if you wanted to like close it and open it, you would have to roll strength checks every time. So it's up to you.
Well, like I said, if they let me out, because otherwise,
No, there are like slits in the wall for ventilation.
Okay.
That you can fly through.
Yeah, you can get out. You can get
You
out.
can
The
get out
rest
whether
of
we let
them,
you out or not.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we're in here, but he'll send Katshi up with you.
Okay.
And so as you fly up there, the kitty will kind of like, he's a lot slower than you are. So he catches up to you eventually.
Okay. So you're taking one of the watches, or just kind of sleeping up there?
She'll just take one of the watches and then come back.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Is it still the same stats as?
For your yes, it's the same as before. So your physical stats have changed. Your mental stats have not. So it would still be using wisdom. Nice. A very perceptive raven.
I hope so.
So as you kind of squeeze yourself out of there, it's wet, so it's not exactly pleasant, but it's not super cold, despite the fact that you get the feeling that it's probably, had you gone a little bit further north, it would already be turning into sleet and then snow, so it's not super pleasant, but there's a little bit of an outcropping where you can probably stay relatively dry. And you sit up there for a couple of hours looking around. Mostly, it's quiet. Nothing disturbs you. You look over towards the east and you see some storm clouds gathering. And you're guessing that this is kind of the dregs of that storm. Nothing much else disturbs you. Actually, with the 20, you'd probably notice that up in the top levels of the castle, same as you have seen before, sometimes you think that there's movement in one of the windows, as if a figure is watching, but when you look up and kind of adjust your vision, tilt your head to the side, because now you're a bird and you don't have bifocal vision.
Right.
It's kind of gone again.
Oh.
But it's a familiar sight. You've seen these ghosts before, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But that's maybe the first 3 hours of the night. So if you'd like to change out with anybody else, or just go back in.
Yeah, she'll squeeze back in and fly back down and peck Seraph on the head.
Ow. What the hell?
You are being rudely awakened.
Rude. Alright.
She just fluffs up happily and, like, sits down right where you were laying, where it's warm.
All right.
And I'll keep watch for maybe like
Do you
want to
go outside or?
Nah, I'll just like keep an ear out then.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. For your hearing. Okay.
13.
13. Yeah. The rain continues. You don't really hear anything except for the rain and the occasional very bird-like snoring. Your teammates are passed out. Carter's probably passed out where he just collapsed face down on the stone floor. Let's be honest.
Probably. we kind of tucked our cloaks around him so that he kind of looked like he was in a bed. Just made him a little bit more comfortable. But we just let him sleep where he lay. Yeah. Lifted it up so that the drool puddle didn't stain. He didn't really get into his hair.
Right.
There we go.
So he can at least breathe.
Yeah. But yeah, aside from that, Nothing much catches your attention. Would you like to wake anybody else up for your last watch, or?
Cray,
Lord, hey, on it.
your
He
turn.
kind of gets up and he stretches. He's gonna go outside. He's just gonna sit on the front stoop thing outside of it.
Okay. Roll me
Which he
really
assumed
quick.
you did.
Roll me a really quick strength check to move the stone door.
Can I have Dionadar assist me?
You can. Your dog
Does that
can
mean I can
help.
do it with advantage?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Strength. 14.
You're like, I think I'm getting it, and then eventually it moves, and you're like, yes, I got it, and you look down, and it's mostly D just like pushing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He's so proud of you. The two of them will go out and do their
Alright.
watch on the patio. He's
Okay.
just gonna sit kind of outside the door. He'll close the door as much as he can behind him.
Sounds good. It's a little bit easier to push it back closed than it is to pull it open. So. Yeah, go ahead and roll me another perception check then.
Great. Oh, okay. Well, it's 15.
That's 15. Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah, you don't notice anything. Eventually, the sky tries to lighten up. It's not extremely. It's still raining heavily. You're kind of sitting very close to the door, so there's a little bit of an overhang from the roof, so you're not getting soaked necessarily. The castle is dark and dreary. You personally don't notice any of the ghostly apparitions that Des did necessarily. However, eventually, probably very close to maybe an hour out from when you were kind of set to wake everybody else up and have your last bit of nap, you notice that there is a little bit of howling coming from, let's say, probably the east side. And it's a somewhat familiar sound, but there's something about it that unnerves you. It's far away still, but you are hearing some kind of call and reply in the woods a little bit beyond the castle.
He kind of pulls his little muffler thing up around his neck to keep the rain out. I hope your hunt's going well tonight. And that's it. He doesn't really do anything on his watch aside from keep his eyes out.
Okay.
Just thinks.
All right. Sounds good. Your watch comes to a close without you noticing anything else amiss. Eventually, the howling dies down. Aside from that, it's not really lightening up for morning. The rain is still continuing, but...
All right, well. Today is going to be a difficult day. He's going to get up and he's going to get back into the mausoleum and wake up Seraph and Bird Des, and then finally wake up Carter.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
How many hit points do I have as a raven?
5.
I mean, if we're going by the stat block, I have 1.
Okay.
Yeah, as a raven, oh boy.
With an AC of 12.
Yeah, you definitely no longer have the hit points that you do.
Nope.
Roll me a
Cool.
D6 and add
D6
2.
is better than a D4.
Roll me a D6 and add 2.
There you go, guys. 3.
Oh, yeah, it hasn't rolled yet.
I rolled a 1.
Oh shit.
Or are you rolling like real dice?
No, I rolled it on roll 20. Did it not
Yeah.
come up?
What the
It's
fuck?
not coming up.
Weird.
Roll 20. What the fuck?
Came up on mine.
Weirdly enough, it didn't even come up on mine, but that's strange.
Look what you did. You broke it.
Apparently.
As we try to fix Roll20 and all of its terribleness when that doesn't want to work.
My scroll is lagging a bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna try to refresh. It might just be on my side. It doesn't matter. I trust
No,
you.
mine is
Roll
also.
20 is.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely rolled a 1 plus 2, so 3.
Understandable.
Heck yeah.
3. You
Understand.
have 3 hit points.
Yep. Awesome. Perfect. All right, guys.
I love that you changed your name. That's amazing.
Yep.
Or yes.
Yes.
He's gonna
Page
just kinda.
unresponsive.
Oh,
Yeah, roll
good.
20 is totally unresponsive for me.
Awesome.
It's like severely lagging for me at some
Huh.
points.
Oh, that's
Why
I
is
have
it
all
that
the power
you're the
now.
only one? Yeah,
well
but
then. I'm just gonna close it.
Yep.
And
So I'm gonna
reopen it again.
refresh if you guys are saying that.
I mean, I'm fine, guys. All right.
Sorry.
Yeesh.
Great. I also can do 1 damage with my beak. I have a +4 to hit, and I do 1 piercing damage.
Yeah, that's how you woke up Sarah.
Oh shit! Wait. I have a question.
Oh no! What?
So
Oh no.
hold on. I need to take a picture of a thing and send it to you.
Okay. I'm scared.
Concerned. Concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about that.
Are you sending it to me, or?
Yes, you.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, it's sending.
Okay.
It is trying to send.
Oh boy, are we having internet trouble? Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, Discord's working fine.
Right?
Okay.
The last line of that.
Oh. Hold on. I know I have an answer for this.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay. All right, I didn't do it that hard.
that would that would have been pretty fucking
I mean, it wasn't
hilarious.
gentle, but it
Yeah, but
wasn't with
it's wearing
malicious
armor.
intent.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Understood.
the peg has a secondary effect.
Definitely not.
Nope.
Oh.
That just confirmed it.
Don't worry about it.
I was
So you
like,
say.
what? I had to full close Chrome and reopen it.
Jesus.
Like
That's
it,
what I
it
did.
crashed Chrome.
Yep.
Weird.
Is
Too many
everybody
things
playing
probably getting
D&D right
loaded.
now? What's happening?
But
Yes.
it's a
Monday
school
night.
But
night.
it's Monday.
It
Yeah,
is.
well, Mondays are terrible. We need our D&D to make up for it.
I guess.
All
But
right.
anyway, I can actually see Birdness as one now.
Yes,
Yay.
I can see that too.
Weirdly enough, for me, it shows as 0 out of 79.
Oh, that's because I changed it to just. Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want to get rid of my
Yeah, oh yeah,
thing,
that's
but
true.
I will change it to that way. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
You're good.
3 out of 3.
Yay. All right, be careful. All right.
Alright,
You guys are taking breakfast inside the mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
so back to Kresk today, unless either of you had another idea.
Not really.
Yeah, I got nothing. Get back,
Savid?
check on things, and go from there.
Yeah, go talk to Savid, see Demas, see how they're doing with this tavern that's ours, which I suppose now that we're heading back, deserves talk about the name.
We're not good with names.
Moonshine.
Well, that's more of a descriptor of what we intend to sell. But
Meow.
anyway,
Bird shrug.
I guess
Bird shrug.
I don't know. He kind of like sets his breakfast and he's like, I need time. This has been that yesterday. That was fucking insane. Like, just looking at everybody in Bird Death who is drinking whatever soup we're having. Bowl.
Yep.
I mean,
Definitely thought we were dead. I mean, I'm not even
was-
gonna sugarcoat it, guys. I thought we were done.
I was certain of it. Just it, I saw both of you go down. I saw Des making the smart play, and he kind of looks down at Bird Des. He should have run away. But in the end, you ended up bringing both of them back, rescuing us all.
At
I don't know.
least
I
we
just
were
need-
able to kill her.
We were, and you know, Arena, worse things could have happened, I suppose. You know, as
She's
long
not
as
evil outright right now. At least that's something. You know,
She
we got to take those wins where we can get them.
Yeah.
we absolutely will, and you are 100% correct. She did not seem to harbor any ill will towards us or the people, so I'm just gonna let the folk stories of the haunted town of Perez continue and advise everyone to stay away, and if people don't, well, that's their fucking fault.
And
Aside
no
from
problem.
that, though, the only other objectives that I mean, we had a couple of prophesized relics. I suppose we've now secured the ally that we had been prophesized. I don't think this is how the prophecy foresaw her becoming our ally, but you know, I don't know. What do you guys? Is there anything you know of that you want to work on here that you want to add to the objectives? Because aside from that, holding up in Kresk and building it up as a bastion against Strahd, the only other suggestion I have is we go face him at his castle and kill him or die trying.
Is that really the best option right now?
That's the only
Because
one I got.
we barely survived with Baba Yasaga.
No, I'm not saying we do it tomorrow. I'm saying we take a month or two, we build up Kresk, we get them secured, we use this small fortune that we've procured from the coffers of Baba La Saga to build the town up, build up our tavern, and that way, even if we do head off on a fool's errand and don't ever come back, Savid and Damas, and kind of looks down at Des. I'm sorry, Bird Des. You're gonna have to probably stay with the boys when we go to fight the big bad. I know.
No complaining.
But unless you can turn back into you right now,
No.
I can't risk this being the last form of you I have. And if you're still in there, which I think you are, you seem to be your normal look, then maybe we can find a way to fix all this. But if you die because you're a squishy little raven,
she just like fluffs up super angrily and like hops around on the ground.
Very menacing.
exactly. Terrifying.
It's adorable. Roll an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Watch it both be nat 20s.
Right? I am so intimidated.
Yay!
So scary.
He's super fucking
You
fluffy,
are.
you guys. It's like
Absolutely
washing a ball of feathers on little tiny bird
she
feet.
picks up her bowl of soup and flies over and like dumps it on Seraph.
Rude. Can I like dodge out of the way if I see this coming?
Sure, bird death, roll an attack. But with your strength, with your strength because you're carrying a bowl of soup.
Okay, I will roll a strength check. But double
Yep.
twos. Awesome.
Yep. You
She
pick
tries
it
to
up.
pick it up and
back
dumps
up.
it on the floor.
Yep. That'll show you guys.
No, it is.
She pretends like she meant to dump the soup on the floor instead of picking it up.
We'll have Arena to assist us, the three of us, and maybe there are others we can call. I just don't want to bring Savid and Damas into it. I'm sorry, Des. We could try to fix this. Maybe the abbot knows something. Maybe he could help. I don't know. I guess first stop though is Kresk.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean we definitely need to get back and recoup over there. We got to figure out where to go. So that's our safest bet for sure.
Right then. I think we are off. Finish our
Off
breakfast.
to
Pack up
see
our
the
stuff.
wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Motor and no, you know what? Just Carter, because you were just listening to them chat. Carter, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Totally.
That's pretty good. As you guys are kind of cleaning up and you're finishing getting your stuff together, travel pretty light. Through the rain outside, you are hearing something, and it's strange. It sounds like the rustling of grass for a brief moment, and then the creaking, and your mind immediately jumps to the iron fence that kind of lines the cemetery that you had entered to get into the mausoleum. But then it falls silent just as quick.
I just kind of let them know, like, hey, definitely just heard something.
Great.
Does he point the direction it came from?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. What do I? I'll have everything back. So, can I take a look in that direction and see if I see anything?
Are you looking out the door?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I figured this was as we were moving. Sorry, I thought we were moving through the graveyard with me. Or are we still in the mausoleum?
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but this was back when you guys were like packing up inside the mausoleum just before you were about to head
okay.
out.
Yes, then I will take a look out the door and
All right.
see
Roll
if
me
I
a perception. I will say with disadvantage because you're not really able to look around.
Okay.
It's a pretty limited,
So
but that's still
17.
pretty fucking good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You look out into the cemetery. You're kind of having to poke your head into the crevice between the stone door and the opening itself. And at first, you're kind of looking around. You don't see anything. Nothing is moving. I mean, the graveyard is creepy in and of itself, and you know that a couple of the graves have been emptied due to very unnatural forces earlier, but you know that those have been there for a while now. However, as you're kind of staring at it, you notice something along the ground. Not movement itself, but a shadow that moves just out of your peripheral vision and then falls still again.
Can I squeeze up through the little cracks and go up to the roof? Look around?
Sure. Which one are you looking out of? Oh, over there?
Are they on each side, like every side?
They are. Except for where the door is, there's 3 on the other sides. So here,
Okay.
here, and here.
She'll go over here. Can she, like, get outside again?
Yeah, you can definitely poke most of your body through.
Okay, she'll do that and try to look over towards the graveyard area.
Okay. All
Ray
right.
turns. Well, Des is flying up. Ray turns back. I saw something move. Didn't get a good look at it though. Just a shadow moving across the ground.
All right. And then Des, roll me a perception check and a stealth check, please.
He looks between Carter and Seraph. Where'd Des go? Guys, we were just talking about how weak and squishy she is.
Des has
Maybe
just
she didn't
completely
fly that
disappeared.
far.
She's a bird.
Oh, the perception is 25.
You
Oh,
remember
right.
that Raven shrug she did? Carter's gonna do that.
Oh, that's fair. That's. Oh boy.
So with that good of a perception check, damn, just do this to me, why don't
Right?
you?
Hell
Well, that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine, I guess.
It's okay.
This
She can't tell them what it is.
This is
you
very
should probably
true.
whisper just to keep. Let's see.
All right. So, here is what I'm. You know what? No, that's
Okay,
true. I'm gonna whisper to you really quick.
Okay.
And I am gonna cast that while Des is doing.
Let me take care of Des first, then.
Yes, please do.
I have a kind of a fun way of doing this. Give me 1 second. Des, I'm gonna give you a screenshot
Oh, good.
of what
Yay!
what you see, more or less. So you are looking out of that one, and you know what? I'm gonna censor just a little bit, just to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh crap! No, you can see their HP. I guess I'll censor that too. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it.
So you say.
I'm going to have to like speed try to remember everything that's been said so I can cobble together some sort of sentence.
But I mean, that's the fun in it. Is how far back does Bird Dess's memory go to repeat things?
I hope it's about as far as mine goes because it's not very far because I can't remember.
All we've really done I'd say the only word pool you have to pull from is our conversation this morning about.
Yep, I can't even remember any of that. So we're good.
We get squishy. We get squishy.
Squishy,
Gonna
squishy,
die.
squishy.
Gonna die. Gonna die. Gonna die.
Evil.
Evil. Asshole.
Rude.
You can pretty much assume that in a 15-minute conversation with Cray, you hear every swear word you could think of. He does, especially when he's upset. We're talking about, like, Strahd or them. Which, also as a side note for the DM, I am reattuned to my protection from scrying and detection, so I can't be scryed upon.
Okay. No, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Des
Never attuned to it. Cray thought she did. But when she went Splat, he reattuned to it. And yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, and you are casting Detect Good and Evil, so that would let you know.
30 feet.
However, no, the spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone. How thick are the walls of a
mausoleum?
I mean, it'd probably be thicker than.
Yeah. Well.
Than blood.
I will
just
say,
get in one of those little slats. Just put your face in that little slat.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do sense. I will say you sense the presence of approximately 4 fiendish creatures.
Oh, son of a bitch! There are fiends out there.
Yeah, Dessa scrambles back, like pushing herself back into the mausoleum and like frantically flaps down over to the middle of the mausoleum, and she will try to mimic the sound of barking.
Interesting.
And then, oh god, she just says the word soup.
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 I think he kind of looked back at Dionadar and Carter. He's going to take Bitey off his shoulder. I think there's only one way to figure this one out. He's going to reach into his bag of holding. He's going to draw out his massive glaive. And he's like, would you all like to follow me? And he's going to head out the front door. And I'm guessing it's towards this direction. Is that where I'm sensing them?
Yeah, you're sensing them from several directions.
Oh,
actually.
Okay. Where is the largest cluster of them that I am sensing? In which direction? This way or that
you
way?
are sensing. I mean, you sensed an even number of them. So largest cluster, you're sensing them on your left and your right immediately.
Okay, I'm gonna go to there, or start heading towards there. You can tell me wherever you need me to roll initiative.
Okay, roll me a perception check really quick, first of all.
Okay. I have a feeling we're about to get into a fight, so...
Just roll me a perception. This was Dess's
24.
Okay.
As he has both his big weapons in his hands and comes around.
Okay, so if you don't mind me, I'm gonna rearrange you just a little bit because as soon as you get to about here, and Carter's right behind you, you immediately look to your right and just barely prevent an attack, basically a surprise round. Because there is immediately to your right a giant canine creature, and at first your mind goes, woof! And immediately afterwards you go, this wolf is a little bit weird because...
Soup!
Yes. There's, like, when its jaw opens and it snarls at you, and it's a low, grumbling snarl, you feel almost a glowing. It looks as if it is growling magma at you that is
The word
drooling.
association there was hot.
Oh.
Yep.
Angry dog. Angry dog.
Yep. So...
All right.
Hold on, let me delete initiative. Let's just go ahead and roll initiative right now, guys.
Sweet. She's going to be hiding in.
Alright.
Oh no.
That was a fantastic 3.
Yeah! Look at that.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
The person inside.
I know.
You're right.
I'm gonna do that. Just in case it beats theirs.
Okay. Good.
I'm not trying to beat yours, Card.
Alright. And the ones that you sensed, I'll just give that to you right now because you couldn't sense them.
See, I thought werewolves. He kind of looks over his shoulder. I thought I heard werewolves last night. It must have been these guys.
Yep.
Alright, and I need to roll some initiative. Actually, should I roll initiative for just all of them? I'll roll by
Probably.
groups.
Oh no.
Nah. I'll
Only
just give
4
them.
of them.
Just put one group at the front and one group at the back. That seems fair.
Yeah. So they all attack in the same initiative group. Hooray!
Yay! I'll just roll for all of them at the same time. Their initiative is 12. Congratulations.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So not great, but you know.
I'm glad I used Flash of Genius and get to go before them.
Weirdly enough, Seraph, you're going first.
Yay!
Now, do I have more decks than them, or are they going before I am?
I'm sure you have more decks than they do. So actually, you are going before them. Let me rearrange that really quick. So yeah, they're at the bottom of the initiative.
Hell yeah. Like that slow ass weird things.
Cool. Seraph, what you doing? You're still inside the mausoleum.
I'm gonna step outside, or at least hopefully I can.
It's getting a little bit crowded, but you sure can. You can squeeze through the door. You're the last one.
Stand right here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna whack the dog.
Okay.
There are so many ways you can phrase that.
Yeah.
You picked that one.
Just whack it.
On
Whack.
purpose, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yes, that hits.
Oh shit, I didn't add dueling, so add a +2 to that.
+2. Okay, so that is a 14, 16. Okay. I can math. Okay, you whack the dog. It snarls and grabs at what you're whacking it? The keyblade?
The keyblade.
Tries to like chomp down on the keyblade, and you too can now see the weird magma that's almost exuding from its mouth. It's almost like it's drooling live fire.
No! Bad Cujo.
Alright. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
No, I fucked up. How dare you? Hold
What'd
on.
you fuck up?
I fucked up. Damn it. Oh, whatever.
How dare you?
No, sorry. No, sorry. It's also trying to. It's doing the same thing where like it's subtracting HP from all of them instead of one of them.
Hmm.
How did I fix that last time? I don't remember. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oh, hey, look at that. I can just... Yep.
Yep.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
It's all good.
Take your
You can
time.
do it. I believe in you.
Okay, we'll just pretend that I'm... Okay, cool. Anything else you're wanting to do?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Des, you are currently where? Oh, there you are. You're still inside the mausoleum.
Yeah. So do I have the same flying speed as the Raven stat block?
Yes, you should.
Okay. Cool. So I don't know how much movement it will take, but she would like to fly up to one of the slits and outside.
Okay,
And
understand.
then, if possible, perch on the very top of the mausoleum on the outside, like dome.
Yeah, you can definitely get there. What's
Okay,
your
so
flying
she's-
speed? Is it 30?
50.
50. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're just getting the
So-
fuck out of Dodge, and I respect that.
Well, she's gonna go up here and see if she can see down there, but be up very high.
Okay, roll me another perception check. Just for funsies.
I don't like funsies.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun. I kind of wish there were more than 2 of them in the blast radius for what I want to use, but... Oh, nice.
Congratulations, there are!
Oh boy.
Nice.
Okay.
Will they get into the attack radius before?
That, I
That's the
cannot tell you.
Alright.
Hold on.
Is this a wrought iron fence?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I get through it or over it?
You can with a high enough athletics check.
Awesome.
Can I wait? Hold on. Can I, for my action, can I try to cast a spell?
What spell are you trying to cast?
She wants to try to cast Bane.
What's the
I don't know
VSM for
if
Bane?
all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
I mean,
you technically don't have your focus on you right now.
okay.
It's in the bag.
And also there is somatic components, so I will say at the moment you're having trouble.
All right. Yep. No. Just she tries. She doesn't know what she can and cannot do yet. So.
Yep, that's fair. Yep.
We just see Des freaking out on top of the.
Yeah, you're just walking up there.
Yep. Bonus action, she will try to cast Spiritual Weapon. She's just gonna run through her entire spellbook and see if she can cast anything.
Can you post Spiritual Weapon again for me? I'm trying to decide.
Just here. Soup!
Yeah, you managed to get a cry out, but yeah, no, it fails.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Des is having a hard time up there. Cray, you're up.
I hope you
Great.
like the view.
I would like to start my turn by casting haste upon myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did my character sheet? Why is it always closed? And then I'm going to try to run. Let's see, because I can run double my movement speed, so I can do 60 feet. So I can do 20 feet to get up to the gate, and then I'd like to try jumping over it to get to the other side.
Okay. Does haste remove reactions?
Oh no,
Are
it
you
does
able
not.
So, as you do that, it's going to take an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. All right. It does give me a boost to my AC. It does.
It
help.
does, yes. It's going to go ahead and try to bite at you. And because of how I roll,
That's a
Nice.
natural one.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Right?
it fails! Because of course it does! Because
That's
it always
great.
does!
Whacks it on the face with the stick, goes, bad dog. And then he whistles for Dionadar to follow him. And
All right.
so I'm going to get up to... I'm going to try to jump over it. 5, 10, 15, 20, or 25. Right there.
Alright, go ahead and roll me an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
And then she's at 20 as well. Oh, God, they're both so terrible. And then I'll flash a genius it for an 18.
Okay, yeah. You grab it and you're like under the impression that you're not going to quite make it, so you get that little boost and you curl yourself right over. I will say that's
How much movement do I? So that would be 30 feet.
That will be your movement at this point, because getting over that fence took the same as like half your movement. It's immediately vertically up and then back down.
Let's see. Need to look at the haste spell in particular.
Because your movement's doubled, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it would be
I
60.
get a +2 bonus to my AC. My speed is doubled.
Yep.
I have advantage on dex saves, and I can... Alright, I can dash using the extra action. I'd like to dash further out. 5, 10, 15, 20. And just yell at them and try to get as much of their attention as possible. I'm just making as much noise as possible to draw them towards me. It's right there.
Rolly! I don't want to say persuasion. Roll animal handling, I guess.
Bring it in.
Come here.
9.
Give me a kiss.
Hold on a second. I'm going to make some dog rolls.
Dog roll.
Oh,
Nice.
Jesus.
Where are you?
One of
Oh
them.
my god.
I will actually, hold on, not looking at the rolls, I'm going to bump that to a 13. I can flash a genius again. It doesn't use my reaction like I thought it did. I can just use it whenever I make an ability roll. So it's 13. He really wants this to work. He's thinking really hard on this.
Okay, I'll say 4 of them are now looking at you. One of them was already pissed at you, so... Yeah.
Alright, good. Can Dionadar join me if she uses her action to dash?
She probably could. Can you roll me a really quick athletics check for Dionadar?
Actually, hold on. Instead of having her follow me, she's gonna, because this thing can't attack, she's gonna sweep around and flank with Carter.
Okay.
And then I will make an attack with her because I haven't done bonus action yet.
Yep. 19 hits.
No.
10 does not.
10 force damage. Well, that was the advantage.
That's fine.
10 force damage. I'm sorry for the confusing term. I have something I really want to try, but I need more than 2 of them in a cone in front of me.
That is fair. Sorry, I just accidentally almost got Dionadar. Wait a minute.
I can.
It's gonna be super dope though. The fact that haste with the AC and your shield, you're gonna be fucking like Aureus out here.
Nah.
Yep. I can hit a 25 at the moment.
Jeez.
And that's non-magical armor with just enhanced defense in it. I'm actually thinking about maybe taking enhanced defense off as a known infusion and taking resistant armor, because that would allow me to have, I could literally pick a type of damage to be resistant to at the start of the day. I wouldn't have a +1 armor, but
I mean, that would still be pretty handy.
Right?
I kind of just need a mundane set of half plate that I can then put infusions in. That would be really nice.
All right, there we go. So, got all my ducks in a row finally. I'm hoping.
Woo.
So Dionadar takes a chomp out of one of them, and I believe that is your action and your bonus action and your movement. And
Action, bonus action, hasted action, all my movement.
oh haste! Oh haste! All right. Cool. Then we go to Carter.
Alright, I'm gonna
When you use the
do
bathroom.
my stabbing thing.
Stab, stab.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
13. I'm doing math. 20. Yep. 28. Yep. Okay.
And that's just one attack.
I was gonna say, yeah. It's already looking pretty rough. Like, you are just going to town on it. With Dionadar flanking, you're both just ripping into it.
Alright, here's the second. Oh boy.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Really?
Fuck
Really?
yeah.
I'll save you the trouble of rolling damage. I mean, you still can if you want to, but yeah, you're ripping it to pieces. Weirdly enough, as you plunge your sword into it, it gurgles, and more of that magma, weird like spit substance gurgles out, and it just begins to turn into soot before your eyes, before it just kind of flies away on the wind.
Weird. But also hell yeah.
That also, none of those added in Piercer, so there should be an extra 2d8 on top of that.
Oh, wow.
Not that you needed it.
Kate just comes back.
Yeah, right?
I'm glad we got her in position for advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. I mean,
All right.
we saw Cray run out there, so I'm assuming he wants to get their attention.
He started to
he
run,
is-
and then he went. He went really fast to get out there.
Either he's running the fuck away, or he has a plan.
He had enough time and movement to turn and stuff. Yeah.
I'll step right here just to do a quick little stab, and then I'll just walk away.
Just walk away. Okay.
29.
16 hits. Okay.
Then I'm just back up over here.
That's right. You and your
Hit Chief looked.
non-provoking opportunity attacks.
He just,
I mean, to be fair, that one already used its reaction. He just doesn't have it. He used that. He used his
feeling
reaction. to hit me.
refreshed, you know. He's just sauntering around. He's feeling great today.
All right.
That's good.
Well, these guys are getting pretty angry. Hold on a second. Which one of them are? Because a couple of them are like, hey, new target. So this one definitely failed. And is going towards you. 1, 2. Their speed is a lot.
They are
there's-
hellhounds.
They are
I would be
hellhounds.
surprised.
So these ones
Uh-oh.
definitely. There was 4 that failed yours. Hold on. 2.
I had
3,
a
4,
connection
5,
error
6,
up here on my
7,
screen, and then it went away.
8.
Oh, no.
It'll be fine.
It's like I'm still good, right?
You're still here.
Um,
Says you're still here.
one of the ones. Yeah, one of the ones that failed also already died, so never mind on that. So the 3 that are around you are going to. Well, one of them is definitely going to take a butt attack on you. And because it has pack tactics, it has advantage.
Alright.
Um,
He's just. Still has both weapons.
Fine. That is a 22
Uh,
to hit.
Shield.
Shield,
Hell
okay. Bounces off.
The fortress.
Next one's also gonna take a bite attack towards you. Well, that sucks. Never mind. Shield's still holding.
Yep.
And the next one, despite the fact that it looks like it's about to leap, and then instead it backs up just a little bit, just a step, and opens its mouth, and you can see a weird, like, distortion of air in the back of its throat right before
Oh.
a burst of
Oh.
flame just
Uh-oh.
rips out towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me,
Alright,
please.
I have advantage on this because of haste.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
This was the
Uh,
perfect encounter to debut haste.
23.
Hey.
Honestly,
Hey.
yeah, that definitely
All
makes
the
it.
nat 20s, guys.
However, I will need to do roll. Hey, roll me roll. Okay,
So 10 damage.
I'm gonna.
Right?
Yeah,
I
goodness.
don't think
must
it
have to
rolled
roll.
the.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't
damage
actually
yet.
roll the damage.
Oh, that's right. It just took the average. Okay.
Oh Jesus! I was almost gonna say 2066.
Yeah.
No,
26,
please don't.
26.
Yes.
Don't go
Come
avoid
on.
like
It's
that.
not. It's not an ancient dragon.
Just kidding.
That was pretty
8
good.
8 fire damage.
He stands
That's
up from his
much better
matrix
than
dodge.
26.
That
Is
is
that all you got? It's cute.
All right. This one is also going to dive around and go towards you guys, and is going to do the exact same thing. So I need Dee and Seraph and Carter to make me a Dex saving throw as well.
Well, joke's on you. I have proficiency.
Will it help
Doesn't
you?
help.
What?
Oh wait, no, I
did.
do
Will it-
pass.
You did.
You do. You
barely
do
did.
pass.
Barely.
passed.
Rolled a 5, y'all.
Yeah.
I took
Yeah.
resilience and
There you
Jesus.
That's 13 fire damage to everybody who.
Oh,
That was
My
less good.
That
God.
was less good. That was a good roll. for once.
Chekhov, stop trying to kill
Who's-
us.
2 6s, 2 4s, 2 3s. Yeah, that's
Yep.
possible average.
Oh, this one, seeing its buddy,
They're just gonna pincer fire you guys.
I mean, they're trying to roast you. They have
Yeah,
a
I
thing.
mean-
I'm not a
Marshmallows.
marshmallow, no.
And another deck save from the same
Marshmallow!
group, please.
You just hear soup.
Hey!
Sunshine!
Oi.
Hell yeah.
Hard.
Save some of these
Really
nat 20s.
fast.
I don't think we have a choice. I honestly think this is it making up for that fucking
I
bad
guess.
fight.
Wanna,
8.
8.
That's 8 points of damage.
That was a 3 and then a 2.
I know.
Alright. That finishes their turn. So, Seraph.
Get him.
Just gonna move around here. I'm also gonna move.
Actually, I need to. I did take 8 damage. I'm fine.
You're fine.
Okay. Let's see. Gosh, I don't even know what to use now.
Whatever you want.
Follow your heart.
I will use. Fuck it. I'll use a guiding bolt on this one.
Okay.
Give me advantage, damn.
Yeah. Definitely hits.
Level 1, 14.
14.
I forgot you had guiding bolt as well because I was using the bathroom going, man, I really wish Des was here to give me advantage on something because I can't use my own accuracy alone out here.
Yeah, I have
Alright.
clerical stuff.
And you like did it too fast for me to meta pigeon it, and it's like fuck. Oh well.
It's now glowing gently. As it does.
Not an accuracy.
I'm pretty sure that's all I can do.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, that one's glowing. And you're just staying right there.
Yep.
Des, you're up on the roof.
Eat. She will fly over the group, 30 feet up in the air.
Okay.
I will attempt to cast Mass Healing Word.
Is that V?
Yep,
Sure.
going down the
Scroll.
list. VSM to VS to just V.
Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Still got
Maybe-
at least my brain.
Healing
You
word
do.
would be a good one.
Not great.
Yes. I will say yes.
Hey!
I'll say it works. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
She just yells out, "Danger!" and heals you.
Soup, danger, soup.
Danger soup!
Danger soup. Okay.
God.
You guys never said the word like hot or heat, so that was the closest thing I had.
Soup.
Yep.
I mean, if you actually managed to
Nice.
spill the soup on
One.
me, then I probably would have said hot.
Right?
But ow, hot!
Yep. Then I would have had that word, but I do not.
Hot.
All right.
So
well,
you all,
you'll-
at least the both of you, because I can't heal Dionadar, get 6 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Leonor looks up to you and you see like the red in her eyes turn to green and she kind of puts her tongue out like
There we go.
Okay,
watching the bird fly through the sky.
Alright,
You
how
guys all healed
far-
yourselves for the 6
How-
points?
Sorry, hold on.
Yep, I'll put it in.
How far was it to get from the top of the mausoleum to 30 feet above them?
Because we're counting these squares as like 10-foot squares, so it would be technically. Oh boy, we're
Right.
using Pythagorean theorem.
I know,
Uh,
we're getting
two.
into 3D now.
3, 4. Oh jeez. 5, 10.
How tall is the
15.
tower?
The tower is not. The mausoleum itself is not that tall. It's only like a 1-story building essentially.
Oh, I mean then You probably
So-
just flew straight out, like 15
Yeah,
feet.
I think it was just the 15 feet. 20
Okay,
at best,
so-
if you wanted to get a little lower.
No, she'll stay 30 feet above everybody.
Okay, just
Trying to
coasting.
stay out of range.
Okay.
I will use whatever movement I have left to start flying towards Cray.
Okay. I would say you can get to about here easily, or
Here?
onto the wrought iron
Okay.
fence. Yeah.
I
You
will
can.
perch on the fence.
After yelling "danger soup," all of you feel strangely better.
A little bit better.
Strange danger soup.
Like, I got a
All right.
feeling, but instead it's, what is this feeling?
All
Too
right.
bad I'm not a bard.
Gray.
Don't think I have anything else.
So.
Let me know if you do.
Oh wait, actually that was a bonus action.
That was a bonus action.
Because it's healing word.
I'm sorry. You can attempt something else if you'd like.
Right?
That is not a spell, but you know.
Yeah.
Dash.
Do a sacred flame. Spitfire at something.
Wow.
Ah. I mean, if something hits me and doesn't kill me outright, I might be able to use my hellish rebuke.
I'm pretty sure
Unsure.
if something hits you, it's gonna kill you.
Probably.
Oh shit! Hellish rebuke. I didn't think about racial traits.
Right? I don't know if that counts still since I'm a bird, but I don't know.
I
Carter
don't know if
went
that
just
should
to see
count.
if there's horns on the bird. Does it have horns? Because if the raven has horns, maybe.
Maybe make the exception.
I don't know. Do I have horns?
It's your call.
You do not have horns.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no. Unfortunate.
No horned bird.
It would have been sick though.
She just gets
Alright,
poked
sorry.
and then all of a sudden just bursts into flames. Holy fuck!
Yeah. I guess as her action, she'll just attempt to do Sacred Flame, which is a VS.
I.
Start bobbing your head.
What level spell is that? It's sacred.
That's
It's a cantrip,
cantrip.
right?
Mhm.
I don't know if can I do cantrips?
You can,
As
yeah.
I can't remember if that's Cade's ruling or if that's D&D ruling.
Well,
That
that's
is.
D&D rules. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
If you
okay.
use a leveled spell bonus action, you can do an action length
Yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah.
Or
You can
vice
do
So
a
she
cantrip
tries
technically.
she tries to use Sacred Flame.
Oh jeez, I'm having to make these calls on the
I
fly.
know.
Hold on.
Yeah, we didn't
Sorry.
really talk about it because I was too busy doing stuff for my new character.
Yeah, we got distracted by Arceus.
Did you?
I also
Yes.
like went through your spell list and I was like, yeah, I'll probably be able to divvy this up later, and then I didn't.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, the fact that I have like 2 spells, I think, that only have verbal components. 3 spells.
Healing word, mass healing word.
Well, I don't even have Healing Word. I have Mass Healing Word, Aura of Vitality, and Aura of Life. That's it. All the rest of them have at least Somatic as well.
Yeah.
You can't do somatic with your little flappy bird arm.
Bird arm.
I'm trying to figure out how much I would be willing to tolerate somatics
Anything
with
can be
birds.
adjusted going forward. So
Hey, you can cast thaumaturgy. because
Hell
it's
yeah, I
something-
can thaumaturgy.
I just see, I can just like imagine Des doing like Naruto hand signs with her feathers.
With the bird feathers.
I will say,
Also-
okay, I'm kind of looking through it right now. I'll say
Yeah.
no, it will fail.
Okay. Got it. Yep,
I'm-
she's
You
mostly just
yell
testing
out,
the waters right now.
danger! And just like start flapping your feathers, but nothing happens.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Cray?
all right. So I'm going to use my normal action to do my
Mhm.
2 attacks on the one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's both attacks, just straight, no advantage. It's a 15 and a 17.
They both hit.
All right.
Hell yeah. Eddie's got
First
another attack coming.
First one I'm going to throw my arcane jolt onto.
Okay.
And then there. Got it. Okay. So that is 18 damage on the first one,
Mm-hmm. And these are both on different hellhounds, I'm guessing.
No, it's both on the same one. This one
the
right
same
here
one?
in front of me.
Okay.
Just wham, wham.
Okay.
This one actually.
This
Sorry.
one? God damn it! I just adjusted the. Never mind.
31.
So 18 and 13. Okay,
Okay, it's still up.
it is still up.
All right, that's unfortunate. I will then move around to here, this position, so I will provoke an attack from that one.
It will take it. Let's see. And it will be at advantage because its allies are still next to you.
That it is.
That is
that's-
a 25.
Natural 20. I'm not even going to try to shield that. That won't work. So, yeah, that hits.
Can I, as Bird Death, cancel crits anymore?
It's fine.
That's
It's
a
just
grave
18.
cleric thing, isn't it?
It is. So it's not a spell.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
She's like,
Excuse me.
and then it stops.
She just
I will
yells
say
back
again,
on.
Fire on me. So.
You don't have your focus on you right now, do you?
I don't think so.
Then
I will definitely
say
get it after
no.
this battle.
I will say for now, no.
Okay.
So that is 8 plus 8, so that's 16 points of piercing and
Ow.
fire.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. And he kind of hobbles around. And he goes, all right, finally. And he throws the glaive up into the air, and I'm going to cast Conjure Barrage on all three of them in front of me.
Okay.
So that is
That's fun.
a DC 16 Dexterity saving throw.
Okay, give me 1 second to roll for
I
him.
didn't even roll well. That's unfortunate.
It
It's all
is
three.
very unfortunate.
And DC 16.
Mhm.
Wow, my rolls are just the best, aren't they?
Oh,
I'm going to.
Yep.
I think. Hold on. I think I can crunch the 18.
You can crunch the 18.
Hold on.
Gonna use up all of your flashes of genius in this one
Why
fight.
not? No, I can't. All right, never mind. Go ahead. Yeah, so
Okay.
he dodges it, but the other two take 11, takes 5, as it just conjures up a whole bunch of those glaives, and they all just rain down, and it's just magical slashing damage as they just
Okay.
slice through. And then
Excellent.
the real glaive lands in the ground next to him, because the spell doesn't specify what happens.
The dogs are all just like following you now. And all of them are snarling, and at the same time, they're basically immediately turning their faces away and just going, "Ah!" And then they turn back. They're, the one that you stabbed a couple of times is looking quite wounded. The other two don't look that hurt. For the
Alright.
time being, at least. But it was really cool.
That's all that he cared about. And everybody was so far away that the only one who saw was Ketchi, who was sitting
I
up in
saw
the
it.
window.
And
Yeah, I
Dad
was gonna
fly-
say, Raven.
Yes,
I'm here.
Raven is right there. I'm so not used to not having a blue border around you. My eye just swiped right over.
She just
but then
makes
I'll have
a crow noise.
Dionadar go and attack.
Yep.
I also
Get him,
need to update Dionadar's stat block because it's updated. 9 damage.
Okay.
Because it should be the... And that is my turn.
Excellent. All right. Carter.
Alright, well, I mean, he was nice enough to give us advantage, so take advantage of that, right?
Yep. Yep. 16 hits.
All
One
right,
time you
and
roll like a normal human person. No, just kidding.
make me that strength save not to go prone.
Drink save coming up.
No,
Nope.
it's prone.
Dog down.
Dog down.
Just sweep out its feet from under it. Okay, and that is a total of 19, I believe. Right?
Yep,
16 hits. 12. Alright. You swipe it down to the ground and immediately just collapses. It's looking pretty rough right now. Yep, that'll do it, honestly. The same as the other ones, as soon as you stab through and twist through the ribcage, it just kind of begins to gurgle, and the fire inside of its mouth dims before it just completely dissolves into ash. And the rain is still falling around you guys at this point,
Is it, like,
but it's
steam
just
coming
it's
off?
steaming. It's steaming as soon as it hits them. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And I use the rest of my movement to just get right here. Just
Okay.
cheer Crayon. Yeah,
Alright.
get on. Woo.
All right.
He's still moving kind of like jerky and fast.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna...
actually, hold on. Is he?
Mhm.
He took that attack of opportunity.
Which one?
The natural 20. What happened to my
Oh,
chat?
you're good.
Okay.
You got 23. You're good.
Okay,
Probably
I'm fine.
23. Yeah.
I ripped it out of its little dock thing. It
Yeah.
went away, so I couldn't see the number I rolled. But all right, cool. So still have concentration on my haste. We're
You
good.
still have concentration. Okay, cool. This one is going to go ahead and go for D because they're having a little dogfight over there. Actually, I have to roll for charge.
Please don't.
How
The
bad? Nope.
desperation.
Well, you won't know. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't. 22?
That hits. Yep.
Okay, that,
DC of 15.
that is 11 points of fire and piercing damage as it crunches into D and begins to try to light her on fire.
There's a.
I'm
And
coming,
these boys-
Dionadar. Your
Yep.
angel has come.
She looks and at first gives you that kind of like happy like panting, and then tilts her head sideways and like cocks her ears up like what?
Accurate.
These ones are going to go ahead and swarm you because
Yep.
that's what they do, so that they have advantage. And do any of them get their fire breath back? Let's find out.
Hey, cut that out, dogs.
Oh, they are
Better.
like fucking dragons.
Yeah.
They kind of are, yeah.
I mean that's how a lot of the abilities work. Is they recharge on a D6. It's nice. I actually like it.
Okay, so they're gonna get 2 bites on you at least, or advantage rather. So first one. Hey, roll! Hey, wait. Are you not letting me roll? Did I not click it? There we go. Okay, sorry. That is a 20.
I shield.
Shield. All right. One bounces off.
Yeah, dude.
Well, next one also goes towards you. Nope,
Hell
don't even
yeah.
need shield for that one. That one is like Moon. This is like the Moon of the fucking
Hellhounds.
He just goes for the shield, and instead of going for like your foot or something that's sticking out of the shield, just like does the thing where dogs try to get something through the glass.
Yeah, exactly. Click.
This one is going to go ahead and do fire breath again. So go ahead and roll a dexterity save for me.
Alright.
And here I was thinking of placing it
21.
Hell
on
yeah.
top of you.
It's pretty good. But I also rolled a 23, so you get 11
Oh.
points of fire damage.
That's 26 on the save. I still have
Hey.
haste.
Excellent. But that exhausts my hellhounds. You did sick all of them on yourself, so you can't really.
I did. No, he wanted this exactly. This is. He's sitting there, rain dripping down his face. The glaive is kind of like stuck in the ground up off his side. He's just got a big smile on his face. He's loving it. Even his blood
looks
is
pretty
running
cool.
down him.
Yep.
Super M.
Okay.
He might have some issues he needs to work out, and this may have offered him the prime opportunity to just do that.
All right, Seraph, you're up.
I'm gonna 5, 10. Okay. Move here.
Mm-hmm.
Give myself advantage. And I'm gonna whack it.
Whack it.
Schmack.
Or schmack.
Whack, whack.
Whack that hot dog.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Thank you, Chekhov, for saying that on stream and recorded for you too.
No! Why would you do this
Well,
to me?
it's there forever.
God
You know
damn
that I'm
it.
streaming and I'm
Marriage.
recording.
Yeah, but see, this is all part of Chekhov's master plan because they're playing Tip of the Spear right now, so you can't even
I have
share
a
it.
title for my YouTube channel for my YouTube video now. Hot dog.
Quick, just play some copyrighted music.
No, please no.
Yeah.
I want to get
All right, that-
verified.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that is 21. No, 23.
You need to get a soundtrack
23.
and just send it to both me and Chekhov to use for your streaming, Aurora.
Yeah.
Just find stuff that's creative license, like a lot of Kevin MacLeod stuff, and
Yeah, there
just
we
send it to us.
I will gladly take that. All right, that's a good whack on it. Strike it with your keyblade.
Yes.
Uh,
I don't know if I should title it whacking the hot dog.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just name it soup.
I mean, that
Hot dog
danger soup.
Danger
Soup.
soup.
Danger soup.
say something even worse, but I shouldn't. Oh. Nope,
Oh, I
nope,
do
I'm
have
not gonna do
thumbnails
it.
for it.
I'm just gonna text it to G, so only you can enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll enjoy it later. But
Gina, I'll give
anyway.
you 10 cents to send it to me.
10 cents.
That's all I can spare
I mean,
with $15.
that's a measurable percentage of his wealth at the
I
moment.
Don't look at me.
Oh, that's the
yeah.
reaction. That's the reaction I was hoping for.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe don't say that.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I have the humor of like a 13-year-old.
Have you met us?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, weirdly enough, no. We play D&D, but anyways, that was a keyblade.
I will say. Actually, I'll say this afterwards. Never mind. That has nothing to do with the session right now.
Excellent.
That's Raven.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay. We have Des.
Me.
You're on the fence about
Woo!
several
I
things.
am on the
presuming.
fence. I'm on so many fences. I'm gonna try to cast Aura of Life.
Okay. Can you post it for me?
It's just vocal.
It is just vocal. Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
17. Cool.
Yeah.
So a 30-foot radius of just like bright light surrounds the raven.
Okay.
Boop.
A 30-foot radius?
Yeah.
That should
Yeah.
fit Carter and Cray.
Oh yeah.
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 I wish I could do it in the way that you guys could see it.
I'm pretty sure you can add an aura.
I can, but usually only the GM can see it.
I just added an aura, and I can see it, but none of you guys can yet.
I
Yeah, you
can
have
see
to-
it.
There's a little the little 3 dots icon, and then you can put players see in there as well, and that'll make them able to see the.
It's alright, we're not gonna die.
Okay.
We're not gonna start with 0.
I feel like that's larger than it should be.
It is larger than it should be because the battlefield is technically.
So do you want me to make it like 15?
That's true. I'm gonna make it 15 right now. Okay, there we go. I don't know why we're spending so much time on this. But never mind.
There we go. Still gets both the people
Great.
I wanted.
There we go. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Alright. I am going to first melee. This is the one that was weakened, right?
Let me double check. Yes.
Okay. I'm
That
gonna do
one
my
looks the
first
worst.
melee attack on that one. I'm gonna try and kill him. It's a
Okay.
13.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Swing and a miss. Try it again. 28.
That definitely does hit.
That one activates Bitey.
It does.
So as the second one swings around, it opens up. I was going to throw an Arcane Jolt on there as well. So it's a total of 30 points of damage.
Hell yeah, Bitey,
Jesus.
get in there.
His body
yeah,
splits
that's
apart and just ripples with arcane energy.
it crunches through it like a freaking hot pocket, and like a hot pocket, it just
Ta-da.
melts.
It's cold on the inside.
He's gonna twist the sword in his hand and do a downward strike using his hasted attack, casting Booming Blade.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's all about maximizing how I'm using. It's a 27 to hit.
Jesus.
Yes. Which
Hell
one is
yeah.
this on?
The next one over. He's
Okay,
literally just gonna
cool.
go through clockwise now.
Okay.
Is gonna be
Yeah,
another
this is-
18 points of damage.
This is the upside of being able to cast magic with these actions. So fucking good, dude.
Right? It makes Booming Blade so nice. And if it moves, he has to.
He'll
Yeah.
take like 1d8.
Yeah, it'll take an extra 2d8
Yeah.
damage.
Oh,
yeah,
2d8?
an extra-
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
2d8. Thank you. And then I'll have Dionadar do her attack against the one.
It's because I have a Blade Singer, so I also have that spell on my spell list.
20 to hit.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Assuming hits, which why
And
can I
that's
not click
force
on the
damage?
force empowered? Rend, that's great. Very nice and useful.
Ooh.
Why can I not? I can't click on the force empowered Rend. So,
You did.
oh,
Yeah,
I
it
did.
did
All right,
twice.
6. Sorry, it did it automatically. I wasn't expecting
It's
that.
Yep.
unfortunate you got a crit on the second one.
Right.
I know, and
Yeah.
it got a +1. Or an
Plus
additional
one.
1 onto it.
All
Hey,
right.
That
dude,
was just
that's
really
one more
fire
damage,
first.
you know?
Yeah.
This one is
That's fine.
beginning to look quite rough at this point. Yonadar and Seraph are just going to town on it, and it is beginning to slowly crackle in places. Almost like,
we're whacking the hot dog.
Yeah.
I'll never live this down.
No,
Yes.
you won't.
It's
It's forever recorded and will be on the internet for all eternity.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's okay. I
Alright.
just sent G something worse, so
Yep.
can't really complain.
It was great.
I
You
will
have
stay
to
where I'm
tell
at.
me after stream.
I don't have to tell you shit.
Please?
Friendship! Yeah!
Damn it!
Okay, hold on. Sorry, Craig. Go ahead.
2 decades
No,
of
I'm done.
friendship.
I just wanted to say I'm done.
Okay, cool. Alright, Carter.
That was just so matter of fact. I don't gotta tell you shit.
Welcome to my life.
They've got almost 2 decades of friendship on their side.
I'm gonna send you as many hearts as I can muster.
Can I parkour, like, run up this?
Yeah, you can do
Do a
whatever the fuck
flip.
you want, but just for fun, roll me a freaking acrobatics just to see if you roll a 1 and trip. Because it'll be...
Nope.
Yeah, no, you fucking flip off that. It's still
I don't
goddamn cool.
know if he, like, the only way he would, like, fall on his face is if he just rolls a nat 1.
Right, it's possible.
It's possible,
It's
which is
happened.
why I make him roll every time, but we all know.
Okay, so getting on the other side, how much more movement do I have?
I will say, hold on, 1, 2, 3. I'll say you have another 10 feet of movement left. You can probably get up to this guy. Oh, I didn't actually point, huh? This guy.
Okay, cool. Then I'll
What's up,
help
Carter?
out with Prey.
Alright.
What up, Beesh?
Yep, 23 definitely hits. 17 points of damage. Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that one because I mean it can't get worse than a 1. You know, that's what I could actually.
That's true, that's true.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Ooh,
Can
5
be a
plus 6.
5.
Okay, 5. Alright. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit.
Cheap
Sure.
stabbing.
It's beginning to look like it's not having a good time.
Not
Still up,
enjoying the party.
but it is not
Okay,
enjoying
yeah, I
being
mean-
stabbed from both sides.
I see, like, we're kind of pop stuff, so I'll action surge. Let's just see if we can kill this thing.
Sure.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Alright.
Ray has an idea as to where these came from, and he's sending a message. That's why he is not holding back any of his skills in this moment.
All right. It is still like barely up, but it is still standing. But a 20 will hit.
All right. I mean, what? Why didn't it? It didn't. Hang on. Keep that 9 in mind. I'm just gonna roll a d8. And you said it's still standing. Go ahead, roll a strength save. Let's see if it is still standing or if it's on the ground.
I mean, with that 9, it's not. It's already gone. With that 9, it's already gone. You didn't even need to.
It's already dead.
You guys have dismembered this dog. It has just cracked apart like an overcooked Hot Pocket. And the dust immediately attempts to scatter, but is then trampled by the rain that's still falling.
An overcooked Hot Pocket. That's when you know it's not cold on the inside.
Yes, exactly.
You
All right,
make sure.
that's my turn.
All right. Cool. Then... Dun. This guy is going to look between the two of you, make a really quick split-second decision, and ooh, Carter, roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Your turn.
Yep. Oh, that saves.
Uh-oh. Is this a cone?
Or is it a line?
It's technically a cone, but it's aiming towards Carter, so I will say it will just barely... No, it wouldn't hit you.
Fly away! Fly away! I was ready to take the full hit of it to knock it out of the way from hitting bird death. Like, even if it knocked me unconscious, but then it targeted Carter and us.
I'm trying to kind of look at where it is. No, it wouldn't have hit you. It's a smaller cone. It's not gonna.
Okay, good.
Your feathers will get a little bit singed because you're just on the edge of it.
Yeah. She just screeches a little bit and hops like a half step that way.
Yep. That's 9 points of fire damage to Carter, but that's about all it can do, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna go down the next turn. So, anyways. All right, Seraph.
No, whack it. Oh, the fuck.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
Whack better.
I can't.
Put your elbow into it.
I didn't take another level into fighter, so I can't action surge. That's my turn.
All right.
Nice.
And that is Des.
Hop
a little bit further away.
I'm going to actually... Can I use my action to try to dig through Kray's bag of holding?
You would have to be on top of him.
You would have to be on Cray. Are you sure that's where you want to be right now?
Is Des after?
You can. Keep in mind, if you are on Cray, you will also be next to the Hellhound, which still has reactions.
True.
And although they haven't been paying attention to you currently, if you suddenly fly away... Anyways.
They just seem
Don't worry.
harder.
Ooh, glowing
we'll
bird.
We'll tie your thing to you after the fight.
Yeah,
That way it's never away from you.
Right. Actually, can I use my action to go into the bag of holding?
Hold your breath.
Des, what are you doing? No,
It's in the middle of a fight. Roll me a dexterity check, please. Because it's technically, like, I'm assuming it's not just open, and it's not, like, easily accessible.
I mean, it's easily accessible. He wears it on his hip. It's right there on the right side of his hip, but it's got, like, a little flap over the top that's usually closed.
That's fair. You're trying to get into it, but also this is still in the middle of battle.
Yeah.
And Cray is currently still in the middle of trying to, kill this dog. So I will say no. You're, like, almost poking into it, but then he moves, like, a sidestep to the other side, and you're not able to...
He's running around at light speed with haste.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also super fucking
That's
fast.
also true. Okay, she'll just, like... Well,
You're on him now. You tried.
He's like,
she'll just climb onto his back.
I should have stayed on his waist like a fucking pistol, dude.
You currently have a crow clinging to your back.
hold on tight, because we're gonna move.
Oh boy.
Is it my turn?
Okay.
It is.
I mean,
your
we're
turn
not
now.
moving far. I'm literally just swinging up, but he moves very quickly to get into position.
Did you
and then,
roll Aura of a Vitality for healing?
it's not
That one-
vitality, it's life.
That one just keeps them alive if they go down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Technically, I have Aura of Vitality. And we could get both going. Have you sit on my shoulders and just bubble. But no, I'm just gonna do 3 attacks with advantage. The final attack with Booming Blade.
Okay.
So, it's the wrong thing. First attack is a 25. Second attack is a
Hey!
Nat 20.
I'm just doing this by muscle memory. So the last one is because it's actually rolling for it, 17. And
Okay.
fuck it, I'll throw an arcane jolt on the natural 20 because it's like
Okay.
smite. I can do it after I confirm the hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's wait, hold on, sorry, because there's a lot of them here. So it's 25,
Yes.
natural 20, and then
25,
17.
natural 20, and 17. Yes.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
hit?
they all hit. Yeah, they all hit.
All right.
Oh yeah,
And then
fuck that. Hellhound
That
in particular.
is
this,
12,
and then
13.
I'm gonna do that. All right, so
Oh.
that's a total of 20, 33, 40, 44, 51, 59 points of damage
It's
from my
dead.
3 attacks.
You fucking Thanos snapped that fucker out of existence.
And with the final like chainsaw down strike booming blade from Bitey, it just
It just
splat.
dissipates. Manages a pitiful growl as it goes, but yeah.
It just kind of flicks his weapon, whatever gore is there, and then Dionatar is gonna roll her attack. It's a
From your
26
back.
to hit.
From your back,
Yes.
just bad dog.
And Dionadar, at the same time, in a very cinematic moment, you both just go for it at the same time, and at the same time, both take out both of them, because that was also enough.
Yay, good job! I start petting Dionadar.
And she kind of like rubs into it and like knocks you over and starts licking you with this tongue that kind of feels like a pillow cushion, kind of like something you'd find in a wagon. That's
Ah.
weird. You're very confused by the texture of it.
Player
Kratos a
gets
full
it,
like
character does
cloud
not.
strife, yeah. Victory pose, spins Bitey, sheaths them on his back. That felt much better. Oh yeah, watch out for that Tess.
you almost shish kebab the poor Raven. But
No.
He's good at swinging Bitey around. He knows what he's doing.
Good with your sword.
Hey.
I wasn't. I mean, I am, but
See, this is how it happens to me.
Yep.
This is how it happens to me.
Once one person starts it.
all right. So,
When are there never innuendos?
did they leave anything behind? Items, armor, puddles of goo.
You know, it's weird. Each of
Mostly
them
ash.
turned into 3 pieces of gold. No, I'm just kidding.
That would
yeah.
be nice.
Specifically.
So
No, all right.
they dissolved
Then-
into dust.
He kind of like smiles. He's like, I think we made somebody mad. He kind of smiles over at Des and gives her a scritch under the chin. Should we make our way to
Yeah.
Crest?
Also, as it was like technically still the start of the day, and now knowing what I know, may I rework my spellbook? Or is it too late?
I will say for today it's too late.
Okay.
Because you guys were already setting out. But we'll discuss this. We'll discuss this. You will have opportunities. I'm not planning to completely ridding you of your abilities, but there's just specific.
Okay. There are 10 cleric spells that I have access to that are verbal only.
I mean, that's
You
not a
just
bad
don't
pool.
have them today.
They're not
I
great.
got 3 hit points.
I
3
do.
3 hit points.
And
Yeah, it's the only downside. All right, you guys are still out in the rain, but at the very least for now, it is quiet, and there appears to be no more hellhounds in the immediate vicinity.
I think we just finish packing up whatever we had left and then hit the road.
Okay.
I
Yep.
mean, Cray carries most of the camping supplies in his bag of holding, so it's
Yeah.
like it's we
Yeah.
travel light.
right, Des also tries to get into your bag of holding now that the battle is over.
All right, he'll open the bag of holding.
She will stick her head in and pull out her spell focus and then like hold it up towards you.
All right, he'll attach the charm end of it to the chain on the coin so that it's like 2 charms kind of clinking together.
I hope it's not too heavy.
You're
Yeah,
now a very
that's
fashionable
why
crow.
he's trying to keep it light by not adding the extra like cord and everything.
Yeah.
It should be doable.
Just smiles, kind of gives it a little poke. All right. We need to get ourselves a carriage that I can fit in the bag of holding with horses. Don't need 3.
How would that work?
I don't know. And we're having this conversation while we walk. But
Okay.
it's better than using my feet, I have to say.
That's fair.
Horses bag of holding.
I mean, they'd have to be horses that couldn't breathe. Like, kind of looks down at Deonadar, kind of like her, you know,
Oh.
like machine horses. And then there'd
Cat
be
dog.
Here's what we
Oh,
do. We
Deonadar's
just
a
have
good
you make
girl,
a
and he
bunch of homunculi. Make you a bunch of homunculi to pull the cart that we eventually get that's super light.
so here,
Easy.
I mean, like, yes, great idea. The problem is that Ketchy's kind of unique in that I can only have one of him. If I tried to make another one, the little bit of him, even if I pulled all my other little bits, would come out of that one. That's weird. It's one of those things that they never really explained to me. They kind of gave me the basics of this when I was in school, and I finally had enough inner strength, I suppose. I don't know. We'd experienced enough to push me to reaching into the depths of the arcane, and I was finally able to create him. I also finally found a gem, which was really nice, because you kind of need it to facilitate the spell or arcane craft work. It's not really a spell.
Des will look over at Deonadar. Big Deonadar.
Yes, that was.
I'm pretty sure implied.
Big spell.
I mean, the problem is that it only lasts for a minute. It's just funny. It's just funny. He's gonna he'll look over at Des and smile, and then he's going to cast Enlarge Reduce because we're just traveling today, so he's just kind of being free with his spell slots. He's gonna cast Enlarge Reduce
Big
on
bird.
Odadar to no,
Oh.
on Des. That's even better. Yeah, he'll cast it on Des and make Des. I'm guessing. What
He's
are you,
tiny
small?
currently.
You're tiny, so you'd be small.
Small bird.
You'd be like the size of like a dog.
Essentially you now have a raven the size of a, what would you even, I don't even know, like a freaking
A
Scottish
small
Terrier.
dog.
Yeah.
Yep. And it lasts a minute, and then she turns back to her normal shape, and Cray just laughs.
Now, I mean, if we're already traveling, can you reduce her? Also,
Tinier bird.
I could. And he taps her, and I'm going to use Reduce.
What's smaller than tiny?
minuscule.
Mini?
You
It's up
reduce
to the
her, and for a
DM.
second, you reduce her, and for a moment, you're like, "Oh shit,
Where'd she
I
go?
can't freaking find her." It's like one of those little soot spirits in
No.
Hayao Miyazaki's films. It's
Yeah.
essentially just that.
Adorable. Well, I guess if we needed to keep her secret for, and he kind of
1
like
minute.
thinks about it a minute. I can also do this, and we're just okay. Actually, he'll wait on that one. We're as we're traveling. Can we hit the world map
I was
just
gonna
so that
bring
I
it up.
can see
Wasn't
where
sure.
we're at? How far do we get? Can we get to Kresk in a day's travel? Saying we set out pretty early, like
Yeah, you guys woke up pretty early. You guys went to bed pretty early as well because you were
yeah, we were
exhausted.
very tired. that whole fight was very mean.
Is
Yeah,
this
Des
the
is no
man?
longer
What a
crying
rough
in a
day.
tree.
Now she's a bird.
Yeah, that's
In a
Argon
tree.
Russell.
Okay.
That's Argon Vosshold. So you guys are probably somewhere, yeah. And that is Kresk. So I would say. Hold on, I'm trying to remember
What the distances are.
what
Does
the
it have?
distances are. Yeah,
Kinda does.
Right?
Looks like each hex is.
I'm the original Barovia map is actually ridiculously small to the point where you could like run around within a day to all the cities, and I didn't
Right.
feel that
Yeah.
was like realistic. So
Yeah, 6.5 miles. We'll be there in 2 hours, guys.
yeah. So
Right.
I changed up a little bit of the travel times
Make
just
it
to
a
make
little
it,
bit
you know,
more.
a little bit
Yeah.
more realistic.
Give it a little bit more of a grandiose scale.
I would say probably, yeah, because you got to the winery in less than a day. I'll say you'll be getting there at like after nightfall, but if you wanted to push through and provided that you all didn't roll really shitty survival, you are doing it on foot, however.
Mhm.
Last time you did
Oh,
it on
that's
foot.
right. We did the winery
No,
on horse.
wait. Yeah, you did. You went on horse on the cart.
So like
I mean,
2
if it takes
days,
2 days,
maybe.
that's fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm not trying to rush. And if it's one of those like we'd be getting there at 9 or 10, he'd just opt to go in the next day, because we're not
Yeah.
really on a huge. I mean, he's concerned, but he only is moderately aware that Des was sending sendings to Speed and Damas. So it's kind of one of those like, for him, this is not going to be an easy conversation. So if it takes a little bit
Yeah.
longer,
I'll say by nightfall you could get to this bridge.
okay, perfect. I like that
Um,
bridge.
Which
can
you've
we
been
can we
on
go
several times.
to can we
The
go
tower.
to his tower instead and
Yeah, let's
You could
detour
also
up.
technically do that.
We get here as
take over his tower again?
we get here as long as we don't have to roll anything to get there or be accosted along the way. We get there, and think about it. Let's go to Rictavio's to sleep. Maybe he'll be there.
I
That's
don't
a good
recall. Does
point.
Seraph know Rictavio?
No,
I
I don't
don't
think Seraph
so.
ever met Rictavio. You arrived
You've helped
after.
us plunder his home, but
Kaboom!
Oh yeah.
That was where we kind of exploded.
well, you were back with me, Sarah. If you were helping me with the
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
yeah,
And you
with
did the
identifying all the
dance.
magical things.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. The door with the dancing. God, how could I forget that dance?
The door with the dancing. Exactly. Well, yeah, you can definitely detour to Rictavio's tower. By then it'll be nightfall. Just for funsies, go ahead and roll a survival check. Whoever's leading this charge. This time it can't be
Great.
Des because Des is a
For
fucking.
Des.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of nominated myself, which is great because I have great survival. Do I have any sort of advantage in this situation?
Can she help you if I can't lead?
You can fly ahead and kind of scout.
Yeah.
So I'll say yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. All right,
Nice.
and I'll flash a genius for a 12.
At least it wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a natural 1, which is what it should have been.
Oh,
But he'll
jeez.
use his
God.
last reservoir of lucky intuition and go. No, wait. We followed the road. I know the woods look so enticing, but the road.
Des with like one wing kind of pushes your head slightly to the left.
I will say you're rolling survival not because you can't remember where the fuck you are going, because Barovia is a small place. You know that you should be following the road. However, as the day goes on, initially you start out and you're feeling pretty good. The longer the day goes, the more you get a little bit paranoid because you keep on hearing more of those howls out in the woods. And none of them are specifically approaching, but they're almost like you hear them behind you and you're like, all right, they're over there, maybe we could take them on. But then like a while later you hear them a little bit up ahead, and then to the left, and then flanking from the right. And
To the left. Sorry.
yes, exactly.
Well, I'll inform everyone that we definitely made somebody mad, and he's a little butthurt. And I'll say it. Well, the problem is, I'll say it out loud, and then I'll look and I'll be like, "Wait a minute, can one of you two repeat that back to me?" He can't
Butthurt!
actually listen to me. Thank you, Des.
Well, there you go.
So me insulting him earns us very little.
I was gonna say you
Whenever
have anti-scrying magic.
Yep.
Whenever I insult him around you guys, I need you to just repeat it back to me in your most like boisterous voice possible, and in whatever impersonation you can do of me, that'd be great.
Now I'll just say, Cray says you're a butthurt butthead.
Thank you.
Butthead.
Hey, honestly, that was very well put,
Oh, thank you.
and we'll keep continuing on.
All right.
He's a smart man, but he's not a very wise man.
Isn't that usually how it is?
I mean,
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
Well, we're also here for a long time because we can't leave.
we can't
I
leave.
was gonna say, yeah.
Oh boy. I need to do this one as Arcane Jolt. Because it does not matter.
Okay. Yeah, the howling eventually like drops off a little bit to the point where you're not able to necessarily hear it all the time. Every once in a while you'll still catch something. And as you're traveling through, Des, you're flying above to 8 in this, and you are seeing movement through the trees, but you're not exactly sure what it is because A, tree cover, B, you're not really willing to get super close to it.
Nope.
Just because,
Harry.
Yeah.
Danger soup.
Danger. Exactly.
But yeah, eventually you do, by nightfall you do make it, and you're still kind of feeling like you're being tracked in a way, and the storm is still rolling in quite hard, and there's lightning flashes behind you, and it's reminding you of the first time that that extreme amount of thunder crashed down right over the hut when this all initially took off, but nothing really happens, weirdly enough, But yeah, you make it all the way to the tower. It's a familiar sight in front of you, all the way out on the lake. There is no wagon. Well, there wouldn't be a wagon because you destroyed it.
Right.
Yep.
Technically, he destroyed
Yeah,
it. We just
actually, he
opened it.
destroyed it because he boobied a trap.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
he trapped, we boobied.
That's true.
Cray will walk up like he owns the place, do the little dance, open the door.
All right. Roll me a performance check. Just don't roll a 1.
Alright, can
Please
I do
roll
it
a 1.
again?
No, just kidding.
Can I do it again?
Hey,
Shouldn't
you
be
did
an
it
advantage.
again.
What's 13?
13, it's fine.
Yeah. I was
you
hoping
do
for
a
another
little
natural
dance.
20, like I did the first time.
Yeah, you do a little dance.
Make a little love.
Down tonight.
And you're able to get back into the tower. It is as you've left it, and you are probably pretty easily able to make it back up onto the 4th floor. Looks worse for wear as before, but yeah.
Now, did the 4th floor have any windows that could open or balconies or anything like that?
Oh, let me get you onto the map. Give me a second. Where are all your tokens? Hey, friends.
Also, Des remembers the severed head that she never got a chance to talk to.
That's right.
Will you get a chance
Uh,
now?
Probably not, because it definitely has not just verbal components.
That's fine.
Whoops.
Maybe there's someone else here who can.
It's not me.
Honestly, at this point, if Cray would have thought about it, which he might, seeing the box, he'd probably just put it back.
Yeah.
Just put that back.
We
Does
took
it
it
look
out
like
for a ride, but
when we walked up, did it look like Rictavio moved the destroyed tower away?
the
Cart.
Or not
destroyed
tower,
cart?
cart, yeah.
Oh, like to see if it's been poked through. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I just want to see if he poked through
I
it.
like how Cray still has the haste. Oh my
30.
god.
30.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
many nat 20s.
You go up to the scene of the crime, as it were, and you poke through them, and it looks like it's just been untouched. Like an accident just happened here and nothing else. But the longer you look, the more you realize that actually last time you dug through here, there's a lot less stuff. In fact, even the stuff that you deem to be trash has been very carefully removed, and the places where it used to lay, and you're having like one of those, what do we call it? Like
Beautiful mind
Hannibal.
moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful mind moments. Where you're like, hold on a second, this was moved.
There
and then
was something here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
at
looks
least-
at all the dust to see if like there was like a crease or something.
Essentially, yeah. But yeah,
Well.
you ascertain that somebody has been through here. In whatever capacity. You're not sure who necessarily, but it's been.
Now explain that to us in your best CSI voice.
Yes.
Looks like he's already poked through the wreckage.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
What can I say? I'm a man of many faces. But anyway, do we have windows that are, say, large enough for me to fit through?
For you to fit through, yes, there's 2 windows. No, I'm lying. 4 windows on each side.
He's going to pluck a feather from Des. Like, I just need this for one. And he's going to
Ow.
put it onto a piece in the back of his armor. And he's like, it's strange,
Rude.
but this is honestly the bit that was missing to make this work. And he's going to cast a spell on himself and then run at the window and jump out it. Because he can fly.
Hold.
Bye.
Oh,
And he jumps out and he just sort of floats there in the air. Just
hold
like,
on. Hold on.
I can
Here's
fly
the thing.
now.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, except it's an anti-magic tower, so you jump out a
Oh,
tower.
that's great. Oh, no.
I like how Checker
Alright,
was trying to
would've-
tell you no.
Yeah.
I would have felt the spell not take effect, correct?
Uh-huh.
You
Maybe.
roll me an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence, not investigation.
He was very excited. This is 22.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
like, he plucks
no,
the
I
feather and
forgot.
he's just like, yeah, wait.
Completely.
Yay!
I had it, and they tried to cast a spell. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? It didn't
Yeah,
work.
you slap it
But
and you're
no,
like, yep, nope, nothing
No, I
happens.
I know that. Oh, right. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
I'm just like, what are you trying to do?
I wanted
Jump.
to fly. I just want to fly. I
I
honestly.
really wanted you to fail that intelligence check. I really wanted you to just.
You
Can
just
you
shouldn't
all-
have said anything.
You know.
I know.
If you want it to, I'm fine with it. With the craziness that Cray has, because we've discussed about the craziness.
He's
If you
But it wouldn't
wanted
be an
to-
intelligence-
not wise.
Hold on.
I am
I
not.
have another-
It's not. It wouldn't kill me. So
It's not an intelligence. It is a wisdom. Roll me just a wisdom check. Just a wisdom
you're right.
check.
Humor.
It
Because
would be
it's
a wisdom.
not
Humor.
intelligence.
Would be wisdom.
Yes!
He's a smart man. He is not a wise
Wise
man.
one.
And unfortunately for him and everyone involved in this scene, he has full faith in his inventions and flies out the window.
Curse flat.
Des just looks at
Okay.
Carter just like,
You see him
uh-oh.
cast. He does all the normal motions like his casting, and then turns and runs. And I assume I opened the window
You did. You do.
You're
wouldn't-
smart enough
you're
for
not-
that.
Yeah, you're smart enough to actually
because he
open
knew
the
what he had
window.
planned, and he jumped out and just like you see this like moment where he's like, "Oh fuck!" and you hear "Shite!" as I fall towards the ground.
I
I
just
had
I
to
just
double
peek
check
out
how
the
tall
window.
the tower is. I just had to
You
double
said
check how
fourth
tall.
floor. I'm hoping for 40 feet. I could survive up to 50 at max damage. Average damage, I could survive up to 100. So,
So
somewhere
I'm gonna-
between there?
I'm going to be clear with you. This is a magician's tower, okay? The
Okay.
floors have high ceilings. The entire
fair.
tower, based
Okay.
on what the guide has given me, and I want to be fair,
Me with it.
it's
Oh,
a
boy.
total of 80 feet tall.
Oh.
Okay, alright. That's fair.
Fine.
However, you are exiting
no.
from a window, not from the top. So I will make it 70.
Okay.
Okay.
That's still 76 fall damage.
Death looks
Alright.
at Carter.
Oh my God.
Help him.
You guys hear, shite!
Oh, that's not
I
that bad.
peek out the window.
And then a few moments pass. I'm okay!
Are you still alive?
Ow! I'm still conscious.
You just hear Carter. What was that? What was the plan here?
He kind of like stands up and casts a spell on himself because it works out here, right?
Hold on a second, let me double check something.
What's the
There's-
radius
it's an
of
anti-
anti-magic?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the radius of the field? Hold on.
I legitimately 100% completely forgot.
I only remembered when Chekhov was like, ah.
I just
based
like
on-
how
Ask,
right and eyed
didn't we
you were for
try
that, though.
and
It was
cast
beautiful.
spells before?
You
It's
know,
been
when
a-
when
it's
you
been a little
when you
bit.
mess up in D&D, you just got to go with it because sometimes the mistakes are the best.
Yeah.
And having I mean, Cray has been wanting to fly. He has mentioned it. He has been talking about getting close to it, and to him,
Jealous of
the idea
Seraph.
was this one piece of a creature that already could natively fly was what was missing. And by taking this one feather and adding it into his contraption on the back of his armor, which is his little jetpack.
No, that was perfect. I'm so
He
glad.
thought it would work. He was 100%, and he didn't want to like lift off the ground and make it all like, oh, neat. He wanted to
Nah.
fly out there
Yeet.
and like fall down a little bit and then lift up and be like, hi, got you guys. You thought I was an idiot. And
Except you actually hit the ground. So now we just think you're an idiot.
Yeah, I'm looking at the construction of the tower right now, just based on my own illustrations. There is a specific radius, so I will say, as long as you roll me an athletics check to see how far out of the window you jumped. Let's just say that.
Did you get a
my
running?
I did have a running start.
You did.
A 6.
Nice.
It's not even a 6. It's a 3.
It's a 3.
I don't get
It's-
deductive intuition on that.
You tripped on the windowsill as you went, and you faceplant right in front of the door that you had recently gone into. And as you lift your hand to cast the spell, no, it still doesn't work. You are like right next to the tower.
Octavio. Ow. He kind of gets up.
Dust flies down next to you and just like stares at you.
Shut up.
I'm gonna cast, or I'm gonna use my my radiant soul.
Are you?
Are you?
That's a racial feat.
Is it still magic though?
Still magical. Is it a magical effect?
Divine energy within yourself.
Within myself.
I don't know.
No, he kind of picks himself up off the ground.
Yep, there's only
Dusts
one way to
himself.
find out, Sarah. I think you
Sure.
gotta jump.
Join us.
I mean, if my
Do
wings
it.
don't pop out, I'm not going to.
Jump.
I'm not going to jump. I'm just gonna
It's
go to the elevator.
76. You'll be fine.
No.
Jump.
I'm going to go to the elevator and just yell out, "Golems
Wow.
down!" First
What?
floor.
Come on, you
You just
jump,
see a very
man.
weak thumbs up. And
If
he
you
call-
jump, I'll jump. It's easy.
You have the acrobatics. to
Peer pressure, do it.
beat. Nope. I'm going to first floor. Golems first floor.
Spoil sport.
I would say, sorry, I'm just doing really quick research. I will say it still doesn't work. It's an anti-magic field. It's still fueled by magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no wings for you.
Yeah. If my wings don't pop out, I'm not jumping out the window.
So you're like, don't worry, I got...
No?
You know what? No.
On second thought,
I've got
maybe
this
not.
elevator.
he kind he walks in. You're coming down with the elevator. He's limping a lot.
I just
Do you
have
do-
this sassy pose with my arms across my chest.
Just to verify, do you actually do the dance again?
Okay, you see what hit points I'm at. Am I physically capable of doing that?
I'm loving this.
Technically speaking, you are still, you've got probably like fractures in your arms and legs, and at least
That's
one
kind of what I'm
broken
thinking.
rib.
I definitely cracked a rib. There's definitely a rib cracked in there.
Roll me
She
another
will-
performance check with disadvantage.
Jess will
already
sit
had it.
on top of your head and cast Aura of Vitality, and over the next minute heal you.
Slowly heal me up. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, it's a 7. As I try to dance with a bird on my head. He weakly just like stops at the end of it, looks up. The door's not open. Is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna read something really quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, God damn it. Why is everything breaking?
God. So let's see. Then that
All I
would
saw
mean-
was self and death, and I thought that said self-defense. I was like, oh shit, is this door about to fight him?
Yes, I hope so. Alright, I don't know if something's gonna happen. I'm just gonna roll all of them now, and we'll see how much of these you get before you might get attacked.
That's fine.
No, you start to do it, and your arm is kind of like, and you have to stop. And
it's you wouldn't be able to the anti-magic field, remember?
Oh,
That's
I
true.
can't heal you.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, that
I
this
just
is
sit
the
on your
worst
head,
place
then.
to sleep.
Yeah, you were just on his head, but he kind of like pauses in the middle because of the fact that his arms are literally completely, they're starting to swell as well. You have to stop in the middle, and the giant disc on the door that you're following the instructions of briefly glows blue
Oh, boy.
and then goes inert as soon as you stop.
You get locked out.
Oh. He kind of goes on his message hearing. Wait, no, I never gave one to Seraph. He goes
Nope,
on to his
you
message
never
hearing.
did.
You could talk
Harder.
to
The
only
window
Carter.
is still open.
Also, I don't think it
Harder.
works because of
I
anti-magic.
mean, I'm
He hollers up. Maybe we should.
yell.
Can you send Seraph out? I need.
I'm already on my
I
way
need
down.
medical assistance if
Help.
he falls backwards onto his back.
You just hear,
He's just
yeah,
laying
on the
ground out. Oh my god.
Well, if you move out of the anti-magic shell, I can heal you.
Yeah, he's like he literally fell down right there.
Just
He
crawl.
All right.
All right.
Can I like open the door as I'm like walking out of the tower?
You should be able to. I'm pretty sure you can open it from the other side, yes.
Okay.
There is something of a lock inside that appears to be arcanely initiated, but yeah, you're able to just kind of push it open, essentially, I believe.
I just like
This
I
is
walk
attempting
outside.
to drag.
I walk outside and I just see Craig crawling away from the tower.
In
Yes.
the rain and the mud
Yep.
because it
Yep.
is raining outside.
Des
just,
is
like-
attempting to like pull him.
I just like
And
come
Bailey.
up. I come up right
As you
beside
get
you and
close.
I'm just like-
You hear him softly say, "At least with the rain, they can't see my tears, Des."
I come
Go
up
ahead
and I'm
and
just
heal.
like,
Oh, hi,
I heard that.
He just looks at you and smiles. It's like, "Do you have your magic here, or do I have to keep moving?"
I'll cast light just to give it a test.
It works. It
Okay.
works.
Okay, there we go. Pop Aura of Vitality.
All
I'll
right,
start-
I
I'll
start
s-
feeling.
I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 3.
Over the next minute, you get 66 health back.
Jesus.
Because it's
There you go.
2d6.
And an extra 24.
All right, well,
2d6
Seraph,
per.
You have been
we'll
healed.
say Seraph heals all the fractures.
As you're just
Pop
I'm
me
just
off.
like squatting down to your level.
He's still laying in the mud. That feels much better. Thank you, Seraph.
Des will look up to the tower at Carter. Just jump!
Yeah, okay. Before I do, he's just gonna take a quick inhale, get that second wind to really top himself off real quick.
Oh boy.
You hear, do a flip.
Do a flip.
The door of the shower, by the way, has slammed shut once again automatically since the minute has passed.
The shower? I
Good.
heard shower.
So we're
Yeah.
tower.
Tower.
Fine.
The door of the tower.
We're all gonna get locked out, but it's all good. We'll all be together.
At least
Well-
one of us is capable of still moving.
Y'all are good. And then Carter's leaning out the window like, where am I jumping to? And then he just jumps.
Do you
All
do a
right.
flip?
Do
Of course I do. What kind of question is that?
Roll an acrobatics check. Do you have anything to negate fall damage?
Nah, I'm willing to take the fall damage.
You'll take half of it because that was a really good jump, and you do a flip, but it's
Hell yeah.
It's like one of those anime scenes where he lands and the mud kind of like goes out in this circle around him, like this
Spatters Cray on the ground.
no.
weak thumbs up.
With the light spell, I just form it into a 10.
That's also how much damage he takes.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And hey,
As-
congrats! Now your dog is inside the tower. Locked
I
in.
was just about to say,
Alone.
as Carter jumps out, or Ketchi is gonna float down to sit next to me, and Deodadar's just gonna
Wait,
look at
can
us
they
throughout the
still
window.
move?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can move. If I die, they become completely autonomous for a minute, and then
Even in anti-magic?
well,
That's actually a good.
There-
I think that was
Now
the
that
question.
we're like questioning it.
right.
that
Magical
depends
Theory
because
101. Let's get in there.
if the anti-magic field disables it, then the bag holding also becomes in question.
Yeah.
All of our shit just explodes.
See, the fly wasn't an infusion. It wasn't a class feature. It was a spell.
Carter's
Like,
sitting on the
I was
ground.
literally
listening
casting the
to
spell
Cray
fly.
explain this intently, like he knows anything about magic. Like, yeah, I get it now. Cool, cool, cool.
No, you've seen it. You've seen the infusion. And he's kind of looking at you all like you're idiots. I've literally pulled it out of your sword and put it into the cat. It's a different kind. It's a primal magic.
They're constructs, right?
And the golems work.
Yeah. So the thing is, well, the golems work because they're part of the.
Rictopios.
Yeah. Well, constructs are considered creatures and are not deactivated by anti-magic fields.
Hell yeah.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So
they-
I will
they
say
still
because they're
move.
technically, yeah, they're still moving. It's more like magical effects that try to originate in the anti-magic field are dampened.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was figuring. So like, yeah, his spell does not work. The random magics that he uses are like, they're like beta test inventions that he slaps onto himself and then forces magic through, whereas the infusions are like a piece of him that operate this constant type of magic.
Fair enough.
He says all this laying in the mud. Now, should we try to go back inside? I'm not sure if I locked us out.
Door shut. It
Great.
clanged shut right as you were finished being healed by the raven.
And the Azamar.
Kind of gets up, and puts his hand on the Azamar shoulder. I find you probably the most charismatic of our bunch, right?
Sure.
Why don't you give it a try? And he shoves you towards it. Just follow the instructions. Doesn't matter which way you go. You just gotta dance.
Just do it. Come on, Sam.
Yeah.
You can dance.
I'll give it a try.
Full of performance. Yeah, you managed to make it look not dorky, which
Graceful.
graceful. Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Sure. As you begin this weird little calisthenics routine, the disc on the door glows briefly, but then as you finish it, it eventually fades back into blue, and the door creaks open.
Yay!
So, we'll use this as a safe place to find respite. Hopefully, the anti-magic field also blocks scrying. We can possibly talk here. And we'll head in, take the cart up, or the lift up. I have nothing else I would like to show you all. Let's have dinner and sleep.
Yeah, let's try not to jump
I'm
out.
not gonna. No, and he goes over and closes the window and locks it. I'm not gonna jump out more windows. I am, however, going to sleep in Rictavio's bed.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll make dinner with the little fire thing that he's got there, just warming up our rations. It's pretty much just like rations and hot water at this point. It's the only thing they have here, man. I'm so sick of oatmeal.
We
Oatmeal.
live a glamorous life.
I can no longer create food and water.
I know. And even then, it wasn't even that tasty. It was kind of just
Nope.
bland and filling.
kept you alive.
Yep.
It did.
You did that was the job.
We gotta get some meat. Although, I haven't seen much in the way of
Normal
farm
animals.
Speaking of farms, I got an idea for Kresk. Carter, how do you feel about going and seeing Flora? A few days, you know, checking with Kresk, checking with everybody, and then once everything's kind of situated there, we go see Flora. See how he's doing. I kind of want to see if he can enrich
Is
the other
this
Asmar.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that actually got sucked here with us, and you know, it really wasn't for him. He was very much a he just wanted to sit and stare at the stars. Honestly, that was where he found the most comfort. In when he found a place that needed him the most, he stayed there. And hoping he's still there. Can't send him a message, but could I use Bird Des as a walkie-talkie? Where Cray says words into Des repeats them through the sending
Dumas, come in. Over. Are you good? Oh.
Are you good? Everything fine.
Hot soup.
Hot soup. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. That was not a serious question.
Are you sure? Because I'm thinking about it.
I mean, that's up to you. The
Wait,
sending was very useful for us, but
sending was VSM, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
Say, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to get the focus, but the somatic parts of it are a little bit more difficult, which is why I'm kind of limiting it to.
it's crazy. Why can't Artificer take sending? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I
doesn't
literally
make-
can
You have
make sending
message.
stones. I
Yeah.
can make sending stones, but not the sending spell.
That's confusing.
It's
Wow.
very confusing.
But
You
don't
can
you
you
need
can
to
make
know the
iPhones, but
spell?
you can't use them.
No,
I was about to say, don't you need to at least know the spell?
it's
Not
the
as an
difference between
artificer.
that primal magic, the infusions, and
Certainly not. Yeah.
it would be an infused item, which would mean I could only literally have one pair of them. I had given an infused pair of sending stones to Carter at one point because we got separated, and I wanted him to be able to go, help.
Right.
Assistance.
No,
Assistance is required.
no, I'm good for a long rest, and I think we're safe in here. I don't think we need to stand a watch.
Yep.
So, am I going to be able to use VM? Just nothing with S?
Basically somatic components require actual human hands to complete all of the motions, so I'm kind of thinking like that's more or less out. Unless I don't know. However, material components and anything that can replace with your focus, fair game. Essentially anything other than a cantrip, in order to perform the vocals correctly, will be a wisdom check to roll,
Okay.
more or less.
Congrats, guys. I can still cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah.
I mean, I also
Maybe.
have that spell, but
I can do it from a distance.
All right. Are we all going to sleep in Rictavio's anti-magic tower that you recently just tried to jump out of?
Yep.
Try
There
so
was
good.
no
Success.
trying.
Yeah, there was no trying. There was actually
right,
doing
you're right.
and then failing.
One of us swore and then slammed into the ground. The other flipped and did a cool superhero landing.
And the other one just took the elevator downwards like a normal person.
One of us flew.
That's true.
I'm just saying, you better sleep late tonight, or I'm gonna throw you out a window.
Right?
I mean, if
Everybody
you throw,
get-
if you throw me far
Yes.
enough.
All right then. I think that brings us to, as we bed down, Cray's gonna curl into. How comfy is Rictavio's bed?
functional. It's not the greatest, but it's a bed.
You know, considering that he probably actually hasn't slept in a bed since the inns, and that was a while ago, because we were sleeping on the floor in the the burgomaster of Crest. Probably the first bed he's slept in weeks. So everything he hits the bed and is immediately out.
It's just like,
Fair
Fiona
enough.
Nurse curled up at his feet. Hetchi kind of sleeping on his head. Des is probably curled up on the bed somewhere.
She's just sleeping on like your head.
Yeah, that's fair.
an eye mask.
Yep.
Pile of tokens.
Okay. And you guys aren't taking watch or anything. You're just gonna bed down.
Yeah.
Okay. It's quite warm within the tower, to be fair.
Another luxury that he was not expecting.
Yeah. I mean, you do have like basically, what do you call it? Like a little stove in there that you can stoke with fire, so at least it's comfortable in that regard. And there's lots of like blankets and furs and stuff that is just all over. It's moth-eaten and it's not great, but it's something at least. But yeah, you guys sleep, get a full night's rest, and the next morning comes to you. Still drizzling, but at this point, as you look outside, you're beginning to see it be replaced with snow. So very slowly beginning to snow the closer you get to Kresk again.
Alright. Craig's gonna get up to his morning stretches, make breakfast, then we're going to head to Kresk.
Okay. Um, you guys head downstairs, just opening the door and heading outside.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you asked.
Uh-huh.
I gotta ask. I just want to make sure nobody else is trying to jump out the window.
I mean, Des will.
Yes, roll me a perception check as the rest of your companions are heading down the elevator.
I used so many resources yesterday. Holy crap.
I barely used any.
I like I said, as soon as I saw the hellhounds, like as soon as I sensed fiend, Cray was like, "Oh, I know who sent these. Somebody's mad. Somebody's an angry little bitch.
Somebody mad.
Yeah, somebody didn't get what he wanted and is throwing a temper tantrum. So that's why Cray like hasted and got as many of them together and did his unlimited blade works contra barrage, which I also picked up the glaive and put it back in at some point.
I was thinking more of a Madoka Magica kind of thing because they can multiply their weapons.
Des, as your friends begin to head down the elevator, which takes a while, let's be fair. It's not like a fast thing. You poke your head out of the window that you guys kind of left unlocked or open. And I'm assuming you're just flying straight down?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. As you begin to coast down slowly, you notice that there is a very small, not necessarily small, I'd say more just a regular-sized figure standing next to the door, wrapped in what appears to be rags.
Well,
Your friends are still inside the tower at this point. But
She
it is
will-
kind of next to the door and is not really looking around, but is kind of next to one of the walls, next to the entrance.
she will fly down and try to see who it is.
Okay. Roll me... Oh, no, you're roll perception check. As you get further down there, are you going right towards it or like landing on the tower or something else?
Go kind of landing like on the tower, I guess, just closer.
Okay. From your perspective, you kind of land on one of the, maybe from like the second floor, one of the outposts in there. The fact that it's being built essentially, or rebuilt as it were.
Yeah.
One of the scaffolding. And it appears to be a young woman, quite emaciated, just wrapped in a cloak, standing. Her feet are weirdly bare and smeared with blood, and she looks out of breath as if she's been walking for a long while, and she's just standing there, just slightly swaying. Just waiting, it appears, for you don't know what.
Do we all come down at that point?
You're coming down the elevator as Des is making these observations. What are you doing, Cray?
So while we're coming down the elevator, Cray wants to reach into his bag of holding. He's going to take out the bundle that he has of Dessa's gear,
Mm-hmm.
and then pick out her message earring,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to put everything gently back into his bag of holding, and he's going to hand
Mhm.
the message earring to Seraph. He's like, listen, I didn't have time to make you one of your own. I think Des doesn't have ears anymore, so she can't really use this. I think you should hang on to it. Helps us stay in contact up to about 150 feet. We can talk to each other. Just gotta touch it, and all of us can get any of us can hear you.
Now you're
Fancy.
officially part of the team.
Cool. Well, glad to be part of the team, though I will question your decision makings.
I question mine quite frequently. Anytime you want to chime in, please feel free. And he kind of just we hit the bottom of the elevator.
Where's the hole in the tower? Is it on the 3rd floor?
It is. Hold on, I can actually bring you back just to visualize it a little bit better.
Yeah, help Des find the hole.
So, like, right
This
here.
is what I jumped out of.
Yeah.
Right
Yep.
here. I went.
Yes. Yep.
Whee! Call.
And
Okay.
currently, Des, you're perched like right here.
Yeah.
The
So
figure
she
is right
will
here.
she will dash into the hole in the tower, down the hole where the elevator is, and stop like wings beating in front of the door and like screech at them.
What?
What's going on?
Bad.
Bad.
Bad where?
Bad
Soup
plot.
bad or
No soup.
Okay, cool.
Don't know what words I have.
I don't think we actually had a conversation in the morning.
Right. Yep. She
Well-
just
they said bad. Carter's gonna hold a hand up. Let's start naming off all the bad shit we've run into. Easy, right? What's
Right.
the worst?
Yeah, this
It's
can't
not like
take
we
long.
have a-
I'm
Oh.
gonna
Yeah.
Vampire.
vampire.
Ghost.
Zombie?
Werewolf.
Zombie.
Vampire zombie.
Is there a way up to this hole from the inside of the tower?
It's on the 2nd floor.
It's on the 3rd floor, that
3rd floor,
hole
sorry.
is. And, I mean, so as you're passing by the 3rd floor,
Yeah,
there's a
alright.
way to the hole. However, the floor doesn't look exactly like it could hold you. You can't walk across. Well, you could try. But
You want to cast
What's
fly?
the worst that could happen? He can't.
Oh, I'm not gonna cast fly. I'm smarter than that. I'll make the mistake once, but not twice. No, we'll take the elevator up to the 3rd floor. I want to peek out around from that opening and see if I can see the front door without falling off the tower.
okay, so you get up onto the 3rd floor, and you're attempting to go out of the hole and onto the scaffolding.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics.
6,
Nice.
right?
All right.
10.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bump it to a 10 because it's a nice number, and that's what my flash of genius
It's
does.
a nice number.
All right. You are like, okay, no, I could probably make it. It's just like a hop and step and a jump. And you slowly begin to dust the floorboards, and some of them are a little bit more rotten than others, but you're like, okay, this place looks good. And as soon as you put your entire weight on the midpoint, just right here, your foot just goes directly through.
Son of a bitch.
And you are just like halfway out of the floor now, and the rest of the floor is beginning to just go. And you can feel the wood tensing around you as the rest of your party are standing on that elevator.
Are you good?
Can I get up and get away from what's collapsing and just try to pull my leg out of the floor?
Sure. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Hell yeah.
Better.
You manage to. You kind of. You're treating this like ice, and you manage to pull yourself out, and you're like, okay, not vertical, horizontal. So you're just like plastering yourself to the floor to spread out your body weight across
Mhm.
several different floorboards, and you manage to pull yourself towards the hole. I'm guessing is where you're
Sure.
going.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll continue with my original plan.
sounds good. So you are currently here-ish, while the rest of your friends are on the elevator.
What do
Can
your
I-
half-elf eyes see?
You can go down the scaffold. The scaffolding is a little bit more
stable.
well built. Yeah, so you can technically go down to the second part of the scaffolding and go ahead and roll me a perception check. Yeah, towards there.
All right.
You're kind of looking around the gargoyle.
Perception is at 20.
Ooh, very nice. You see the same figure that Death saw. It appears to be a young woman. It's kind of difficult to get a look at her face because she's not turns towards you, but she's just kind of clutching a very ratty gray cloak around herself. Her feet are bare. She looks mud splattered. She's not moving. She's just kind of not moving in, like, she's standing and she's kind of shifting on her feet, but she's not saying anything. She's not doing anything. Are you attempting to hide from her? And if so, can you roll me a stealth check?
I am trying to stay discreet, so I will
Okay.
roll that. I'm also gonna do detect
No
evil goods.
magic.
Oh, that's right, no magic. Never mind. So reliant on magic.
Right?
All right. What's your
Hold
stealth?
on, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to find a disadvantage because I can
Ka-chink,
scale mail
ka-chink,
10.
ka-chink, 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 ka-chink.
Click, 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 click.
Even though you're clinking, she doesn't seem to be reacting.
Great. Well, did we determine whether or not the earrings work? No, actually, because
No.
even the bag of holding, it was just sort of like a bag. So he's gonna scurry back up and he'll fill them all in from here. He'll kind of like whisper in. There's just I don't know, young woman outside, rags, bloody feet. I couldn't see her face, couldn't make much of it. Any of you got a way to help me back across, or should I just?
I've got nothing.
Cool. All right, here we go. And I try to cross it again. Acrobatics.
Yep.
All right. That's 21.
All right.
Better.
You manage to basically bounce. You just take a flying leap, and your friends essentially catch you. The floorboards
Okay.
are still extremely iffy, but yeah, you managed to make it back onto the platform.
Cool. I mean, I guess either way, I would have found my way down. Let's head on down, and we'll go back down to the first floor.
All
And
right.
while we're heading down, do we just like open the door? I mean, I there's only so much investigating I can do without magic.
I'll just I'll pull out my keyblade just to be prepared.
Is this a curtain? Is there like a curtain there that we've been walking through like
It's
over and
like
over?
it's a torn curtain that used to indicate the vestibule area, just beyond the entryway. But I mean, you can basically see through it the way it's moth-eaten right now. It's just a
As we
tattered curtain.
walk through, he's gonna just be like, why don't both of you stay here and here, and he'll point it out. That way, if they attack me, I can just run through, and you guys can just he kind of just like does an X motion across his neck, just like just murder. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
All right. Honestly, I think this might have been one of our best thought out plans.
And Ravendust, are you still with them, or are you still outside?
She's still outside, kind of just. She went back over here and is watching the weird lady.
Okay.
Trey will walk up, unlatch, and open the door. Hello.
All right. The door creaks open, and you see her pretty much right away. She's just standing there outside on the steps. She's about, I don't know, at most 3 feet away. And as soon as the door opens, she looks up, and you see basically the same thing as you saw before. Just appears to be a young woman in rags. She looks up at you. Her expression, weirdly enough, doesn't quite change. She's just kind of swaying gently.
Are you? Can I help you?
The woman kind of frowns a little bit and goes, "Yes."
Cool.
Oh.
Carter, shush.
Kinda.
Her smile twitches and she begins to smile, and it's strange. It's not like malignant or evil, it's just slightly airy. And she goes, "Come out here."
Oh.
I'm sorry. I think I interrupted you.
What?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, that's all she said.
That's all she says. Is it still raining outside?
It is still raining outside, and she's kind of getting soaked, yeah. A little bit, but she just kind of smiles again, and she kind of moves her hand as if to beckon you, and she goes, "Please, come out here."
Can you give me just one moment? I'm gonna close this door, and then I'll be back in about 40 seconds.
Her smile kind of falls, but she doesn't make a move to stop you.
I close the door and I turn around and I go back to the group. All right, definitely think she's a vampire. I think she wants me to invite her in. I don't want to do that. So, in order to get any more conversation out of her, I'm gonna have to go out there. That's a really dumb idea, but he kind of looks between both of you with that whole like, "What's your better idea?" expression that he has.
I mean, I got nothing.
I mean,
Next
do
card, could
vampires
you?
typically do they have magic? Will we be better off fighting her in here if it comes to that? I don't really know how vampires
See,
work,
the
to be
problem
honest.
is that I feel like we're squatting here, and I feel like if we do invite her in, it's either A, not going to work, or B, it will work, and then we'll have invited a vampire into Rictavio's place. So, uh, I think it's just safer to go out there and deal with this. Is there a way that you could sneak around to that scaffolding, Carter, that you saw me go out to? That way, if she does attack me, you can at least come at her from a direction she's not expecting?
Yeah, absolutely, I can do that.
Hell yeah. Alright, Seraph, if you see Dionadar jump through the door, just follow her.
Got it.
Alright. And I'll give Carter about another 20 seconds or so to start heading up towards the scaffolding.
Okay.
Yep.
So Carter's heading up towards the scaffolding, and sorry, I kind of tuned out for a second there, double checking something. So what's the plan? You're going out?
Yes. Cray's going to go out the front door.
Mhm.
Carter's going up onto the scaffolding to kind of watch over from the side there.
Okay.
Seraph is going to be inside with Dionadar, ready to jump through the door if Dionadar makes a move towards the door.
Okay.
And then Ketchy's just cleaning himself because he's a cat.
Okay.
And Jess will be somewhere on the scaffolding down within like 30 feet of the front of the door. Somewhere. I don't know what is within 30 feet that I can sit on.
You could probably, if you sit on the scaffolding, you're technically within 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. And I will head out. Once Carter is... I'll give him a good, minute to get up there and get going.
I'll say, Carter, roll me a really quick acrobatics check just to make sure that you get across, but I'm sure you'll be fine, but on the off chance.
That was
you're
almost.
fine.
That was almost 2 for 5.
Anyway, you're on the scaffolding. No problem. All right, Cray, you're heading out there. She is still out there waiting for you. She's just right next to the door where you left her. She doesn't attempt to go in. She's just standing there.
He kind of, heads out, pulls his muffler up around his neck. Sorry, it's just really nasty out here. I just needed to make sure my dog was alright. What's going on?
She kind of looks
you
at
hurt?
you, looks at the door, looks at you, and she goes, she's still swaying. It's weird. It's almost like one of those video game animations the characters just do when you're not
Repeat, yeah.
doing anything.
NPCs.
Yeah, NPC sway, the NPC sway.
Yep.
She's just kind of gently, she looks at you, she looks at the door, and she goes, where are the others?
Oh, they're here and there. One of them's a bird. Who are you? And I kind of try to get a good look at her face through the hood.
She's you can see her face pretty well. Her face is just wet and streaked with wet hair essentially. She
Okay.
looks quite exhausted. I guess roll an insight check. Just for funsies.
20. Actually, hold on, because since it's for funsies, 24.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Insight and investigation.
You, from her expression, you don't get any significant amount of oh, this person is lying or pretending. In fact, she seems weirdly honest. Like, there's something definitely unnerving to the fact that she's just speaking to you like this. But
He's confused.
It's weird in a different way. There's just something not right about this, but she's still swaying gently side to side, and she goes, are they going to come out?
Eventually. Honestly, I just want to make sure that they're not in danger. I want to make sure that everything is safe, and then we'll have everybody come out. why don't you tell me who you are? And he kind of sits down on the stoop, and we can have a chat, and then we'll get everybody else out, and we can
Kind of looks
decide
back
where
at
we
the
go from there.
door, looks at you, and she goes, I'm Anna.
Anna. Well, I'm Cray, and you know about the others.
Yes. About this point, the door shuts behind you because it takes like a minute,
Yeah, it times
unless
out.
you're holding it. Yeah.
He kind of looks back. Does she look at the door?
She looks at the door. Her eyes track it. She
Well,
doesn't
she
seem
looks away.
her expression doesn't change. Yeah, go ahead.
When she looks away, I'm taking out the gem of saying, and I'm going to put us in a field of truth.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to take out
Oh,
this
the gem
shiny
of
little rock.
rightness.
Yes, the gem of rightness. Sorry. I'm going to take
Does
out
it
the
work?
shiny little rock.
Does it work?
Does it?
Does it work?
I'm about 5 feet out from the front door because I'm sitting on the porch.
Right.
But I am where I landed in the mud.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
you are where
probably
you
an imprint
landed.
of me probably still in the ground.
I'll say it probably ends up not working. Well, it's not an infusion, it's a magic item. Ah.
Yeah, he forgets and he goes, God, these things were illegal back in London. So many things required magic. You weren't allowed to make anti-magic fields. They interfered with it. And he starts going off on this random rant, and then yeah,
She kind of sways back and forth and she goes, sure, her expression doesn't change for the longest time, and then finally she kind of looks around again and she goes, and as if she's listening to something that you can't quite hear. And she goes, "Oh, I suppose. Well, one is better than nothing." And then she reaches for the door and she touches it.
Okay.
I need Carter and Cray and Des
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
to roll
From 30
me.
feet away?
Hmm?
30 feet away?
You are within 5 feet of the tower.
Can I have
You're
tried to
within
grab
10
her
feet of the tower.
hand? She's trying to reach past me, and I'm trying to
She's-
stop her from doing anything threatening.
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check with disadvantage because you weren't anticipating it.
Yeah. He was kind of swearing, yeah, it's a 9.
I'm gonna
Swearing
have
about the state of anti-magic fields and this current economic climate.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for
Cray
her.
will
She
never
doesn't have
fully
any
recover
room.
Oh
from
no.
Oh no. She's a little bit faster. I
Yep.
need the three of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
15 DC. Okay,
Poor
Cray, you don't
Death.
make it. The other two of you do. Des, we'll get to you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Please don't kill Bird Des.
Uh,
Was that a meta pigeon? Holy shit. These guys are... Wow.
Des,
Anyway.
just for your sake,
Hmm.
well, it is within 10 feet. And you wouldn't be
Uh-oh.
flying necessarily.
Uh-oh. Bird Death is dead. Goodbye, Meta Pigeon.
Well, your Raven Queen brought you back, so we'll deal with that on the deal a little bit later.
Okay.
As soon as
Like a cat, she has 9 lives.
yeah, as soon as she reaches for the door and touches it, you see the disc that you have previously used to enter the door flash. And then it turns red.
You don't touch it. You gotta dance.
And at the same time, the entire tower starts to shake. And suddenly, your whole body feels like it is on fire as a surge of electrical energy goes through all of you who are on the outside of the tower and within 10 feet of it. You see for a brief moment the girl just flash and collapse at the same time.
Oh, no.
As for the rest of you...
Whee!
At least me and Des took half damage.
Yeah, that mattered.
56 points of lightning damage to Cray. And what's half of
So
that?
much
20...
for that long rest.
Yeah.
A 25, 28 points of lightning damage to Carter.
Goodbye, Des.
You know.
Dionadar immediately bolts for the front door as soon as the thing goes off. It starts just pawing at it because she cannot operate the arcane mechanism.
Yep.
And as I see that, I go and open the door.
Okay.
She kind of like backs away and
As soon as you open the door does open from this side because you're able to unlock it. You rush outside. You see a couple of things. You see Cray on the ground, a little bit stunned, but he's still alive. You also see the very charred body of a very dead girl laying kind
What
of on the same
happened?
steps.
she charmed. Ow. That's all you get right now.
I'll cast a Cure Wounds at level 3 on Cray.
No, you want anti-magic, my boy.
Oh,
We
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right.
magic
remember.
field, buddy.
Drag him out
Drag.
again.
Carter's is pretty
Muscle.
okay because he doesn't really have magic. He's realizing now our group is pretty magic heavy.
Right.
I just tell Dionadar, pull your master to safety.
She literally just grabs him by a boot and just starts dragging Cray through the mud. Good girl. Muscles don't want to work. Good girl.
All right. You eventually get back to the same spot as you were last night, and you are able
In the
to
same predicament.
in the same predicament. Yep. Carter, roll me a dexterity saving throw from where you were perched on the scaffolding to see if you can hold on to it.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, you managed to hang on, mostly because your hands are literally frozen in that position as the electricity surges through you, but yeah.
Hey, Seraph. I'm gonna need you to relay another message for me.
Why?
Tell him Cray says that was a low blow, but you're still a big bitch.
Cray says that was a low blow, and you're still a bitch. I just yell that out.
Thank you. Alright.
Can I drop from this level down to to like the scaffolding, the next tier down?
Yep, you definitely can.
He's gonna carefully drop because he's fucking hurting, but
You also see there on the scaffolding a bird. It's not moving.
Cray's gonna rush over towards where he hears the thing.
he's gonna
You alright?
pick up little Raven Deaths to see if there's if things are bad or not. He's assuming they're bad because it is a fucking Raven, but
Yeah, Des is not moving at the current moment.
yeah, well, what he's gonna do is go ahead and rush on down here with a little Raven Deaths in tow and try to get to Cray and Seraph as fast as possible because he's got no healing stuff. Even if healing works or not, he's not even sure. But that's all he can do at the moment is bring Raven Deaths to them.
I got nothing, Seraph. I'm working on stuff, but nothing's ready today.
I'll try a Cure Wounds at level 1.
Doesn't take.
I'm sorry, I have
Anything more
nothing
powerful?
else. No.
He kind of like reaches in and grabs his gem box. I've got nothing.
Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Who?
You, I suppose, since you're reaching. Wisdom, well, intelligence would work as well. But that's high enough. You do remember that you recently got a scroll from Irina.
Oh, look! And he he puts the gem box down and he reaches in and pulls out his paper box and starts flipping through. And it takes time, but he does pull out a scroll and he puts it in Saracen. You're the only one that's going to be able to make any. Actually, no, he can cast this one. He will take the gems and he'll use the scroll to cast Revivify, because I have a single scroll of Revivify.
Okay, yeah, you do. And I believe. Hold on a second. You don't need to roll for it, I don't think.
Where is? Was that? Oh, there it is.
It's a DM ruling, your choice.
So DM ruling.
E.
What level is
It,
Revivify?
so Revivify only works if it's happened within a minute. That's the big catch of Revivify. It has a 1 minute. Like, they had to have just dropped, and we did rush, but
You did
there
rush.
There is a rule that.
And I have a shit ton of gems. Like I have several diamonds that are all worth it, and he knows exactly where to find them.
And let me just say, out of character, that my DM for my Friday sessions, his name's Zach, he rules resurrection magic as a type of ritual. So everybody has to like make a certain check for.
I'm familiar. Yeah, I'm familiar with
Yeah,
it. I will
no,
say
Chekhov's seen more critical role than any.
Okay.
So
I-
it's fine if you want to do it that way. I'm cool.
I'll say for Revivify, it's more like the ambulance just arrived with paddles, and you're basically like reviving the person on the spot. It's not a full like
Claire!
revival. Yeah, it's basically that.
He
I'll
pulls
say
out this.
yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
No. I'll say you guys got to it pretty fast, especially because Carter immediately jumped down. That is kind of why I prompted you for the
And he's a fucking monkey.
yes,
He is a
exactly.
monkey.
I do what I can.
I honestly forgot about that scroll. Thank you.
Go ahead and roll me. Yeah, and roll
It's
me
a spell I
another.
can cast.
Is.
It's on
It
my
is.
spells. It's just I
It-
don't
It
have
is
it.
actually.
It
Yeah,
is.
you're right. You're right.
It is a
So it's
spell
like I
can
have a
pick up as well, but I decided not to because I didn't think we had the diamonds. I don't know that we have the diamonds.
Oh,
So
we
We
have
do
Kira
have
goes
so
many.
for it.
We still have 2 more resurrections worth of diamonds.
Okay. I'll say yeah. I'm not even gonna make a roll for it. It's EMT
the scroll
on
is
the
gone.
scene. The
Yeah,
scroll
the
is
scroll
gone
is gone.
immediately. And you've eaten through it, but as you pull your hands away and basically the scroll dissolves into what seems to be some sort of luminous magic in your hands and just kind of burns away, you look down below and there's a brief moment of silence. And then you just see the little bird form twitch, and then the legs do that thing where they're grasping at nothing. And then the
He's
eyes
gonna like
open.
scoop her up and just kind of like just hold her close, not like squeeze, but just be like, thank the gods. Thank you,
Okay.
God.
From now on, Des, you're just gonna stay far away from everything.
You mind giving her a little top off, and then we can head to Kresk. Once you get to Kresk, you're staying at the tavern.
Agreed. And I'll
You're too
cast
Des.
another cure wounds.
Boom! Instantly at full, 'cause she has 3 hit
Yeah,
points.
she literally has 3 hit
I'm just like,
points.
I'm not gonna roll for it.
No, you don't have to.
He gathers up his box of paperwork and spells. So he has a couple spell scrolls left in there, and his box of gems, and puts them back into his bag of holding.
All right.
All right, Kresk.
Kresk.
Get the Krisk.
He looked back at the young girl,
He's
and he
just-
just kind of like,
She's laying there. She's dead.
yeah, he feels his heart very, very heavy. That was the decision, really, because it wouldn't work on either one.
Mm,
He's gonna bury her,
Whereabouts
and he'll
nearby?
just
Or...
out towards the water, because the thing. So just in a place kind of near the water. So eventually, hopefully, the tide will come up and take her out into the lake, and all
Mhm.
that cycle of life stuff. But
All right.
Yeah.
It takes a while, but you're able to do it. This is sadly enough not the first burial that you have gone through in Barovia, and it's not.
Going to be
First
Not
child
something-
either.
Yeah. Granted, she's not a child. She's like in her early 20s, but
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
don't,
okay.
you don't, yeah, she's not.
He still feels bad, like
It's still,
bad,
yeah.
but
Um,
he was envisioning like 13. That's why he sat down to talk to her.
No, she's
Okay.
like a 20-year-old. Granted, she's emaciated enough that she,
Yeah,
looks childish. But
90 pounds soaking wet.
yep. But yeah, it's kind of a very weird, dreary thing. By the time you were done, instead of the rain, it's now turned into something more like snow. And it's just quiet. Just quiet and really enraging, but in a quiet rage way that you just
Yeah,
experienced this.
he's very angry. He's very angry right now. I don't know what everybody else is doing while he's doing this, but he's very just single-mindedly focused on
I'm like
this.
doing my own little Azamar ritual-ish.
Hmm.
Just to give like a blessing or a prayer.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. We'll wrap that
Place
up, and then
continues to suck more and more, huh?
he's going down, and
Hard.
I'm a little less hesitant about going sooner rather than later. Let's get to Kresk. Let's get Des safe. Let's get our friends. Let's get to Kresk.
Mhm.
He's gonna just walk away from this with the sleet and snow in the background.
All right. And you guys head to Kresk?
Yep.
I will say that for the rest of the day, it doesn't take you that long. You'll get to Kresk before nightfall. But is it already midnight where you guys are?
It's 12:30.
Yes, so we should
Yeah.
probably finish it here. I'm sorry, you didn't even make
Yeah.
it to fucking Kresk.
No.
I know. Can we at least?
You will
'Cause
make
I
it to
know-
Kresk. You will make it.
Can we at least do the very first thing that happens there? And
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we get to Kresk.
Well,
You get to Kresk.
We'll go just a little bit longer so that we can at least
Mhm.
Pop
introduce.
off.
Introduce.
Yeah,
We
sorry.
gotta end it at the right moment. But yeah, trudge back to Kresk through the sleet, and Cray makes more offhand remarks about automated horses pulling a cart. This time it has sleds, like it's got like long runners to keep it pulling on the snowy roads as he's pulling his boots through the snow.
Eventually, probably sometime in the afternoon, you finally see the walls of Crest on your periphery. You make it over there. The guards recognize you this time by now. You see their faces kind of cloud, and as they're counting your numbers, and they realize that one is missing, but they make no mention of it. They just open up the doors and say, you can come on in. The burgomaster's currently busy taking care of some business, but if you need to head to his house, or you're free to wander around. They recognize you at this point.
Cray gives him a kind of just soft smile, and I appreciate it. It's good to be back. Have you boys had any trouble recent days?
They kind of exchange glances, and they are actually both pretty young. They're like 19 at most, and they kind of grip their
They would
beers tighter. Yeah. And they're like, no, everything's good. We're good. Yeah.
Keep it. A lot of people trust in you guys. He walks in, gives him a smile.
They both try to like stand up a little straighter. They're like, yeah.
When we were gifted
Mhm.
the tavern, were we shown it? Do we know where it is?
Do we know where it's going to be?
Weirdly enough, no, I don't think you were. I think you
He
were like,
told us about it, and then he ran off with our money.
yes, yes.
And we were like, we're very tired. We're gonna sleep now.
Yeah. And I don't think you ever actually went to the place, but you can certainly ask around. It's not like he's building it from scratch. It's an old building that you
I got an
can
idea.
remodel if you wanted to, but you don't currently know where it's located. You can certainly ask around.
How big across is Kresk? Is it a big town, little town? Because
It's technically
Savid has a message hearing.
it's definitely longer than 100 feet. It's not, or how long is message?
It's 120, 115, somewhere in there.
The thing is, Kresk is a very small town in terms of population, but it is large on the scale of like area
Buildings.
because a lot of it is just forced because their main thing is wood. They grow wood here.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Then,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to the burgomaster's. Ask him
Okay.
if he can show us where it is.
The wife opens the door. She's extremely happy to see you, and she just goes like, "Oh, you're back. That's great. If you wanted to come in, he's out at the moment. There was a little bit of trouble over on the east side.
Okay. Trouble on the east side. We're gonna put a pin in that one.
Oh no,
Actually,
nothing terrible. It's just the two of the men got into a fist fight. He's trying to
okay.
negotiate.
Got it. Understood. Well, if we can be of assistance, please have him come find us. I was wondering, the tavern that he had so generously gifted us.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know
yes.
where it is? Would you be able to either give us directions or lead us there? We're trying to check in with our friends.
Oh, absolutely. Let me draw you. In fact, let me draw you a map. It's a little bit out of the way here, but you should be able to make it there within about 20 minutes walk. And
Awesome.
then she
That's
kind of
fantastic.
bustles off inside. She gets you. Basically, she makes you a crudely drawn map on like a piece of. She draws with like charcoal on a piece of
Yeah,
a handkerchief.
your dad's napkin
Yeah,
pencil
yeah.
map with like little street names. Like, okay, you're gonna go this way, and then you'll cross. You'll see the big tree with the apples on it.
Yeah.
Alright, check off, draw us a map.
No. But you're
Ah.
but yeah, you're able to she basically gives you a little bit of a map. From the way that she's described it, it looks like it is on the western side and it's a little bit out of the way, but you're able to follow it closely enough. Are you just heading straight there then?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
head straight there.
Okay.
He's kind of got like this very determined look on his face. He has to go break the news of Dess's fate to Savid, and he doesn't want to have that conversation.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, you already
Um,
did give Seraph the job.
That's great. He forgot about that. He did.
Um,
I mean, it was mostly in jest that he said that. He's not going to let you break the
I
ice to him.
know.
He cares more about Savid than that. It's cruel to Savid.
Just have this random newcomer give him the news.
Oh, by the way, your friend's dead. Well, a bird.
By the way, the one you've been crushing on and blushing about is no longer alive.
She's a bird.
She's a bird now.
Do with that as you will.
It's right there.
But yeah, you guys trudge through the town. The snow is still falling. It looks like it's shaping up to be quite a snowfall for the next day. But very slowly, evening falls again. Again, it's winter, so nightfall comes a little bit earlier. But you go past a few houses, looking inside. There's warm glows on the inside of each of them. But it is quite windy. But as you turn the corner and finally look at the map, at the end of one of the could be called a street, perhaps, if this was a slightly more dense town, but more so it's just on the edge of basically the cliffs, the rockside cliffs. You see a two-story building. It's nothing special, really, but, X marks the spot on the map, and you do see that it appears to be glowing from the inside. There used to be a hanging signboard above the door that you can tell has been taken down because there's a kind of a washed out color to it, the way that you leave something on for a long time and then take it back down.
Is there still something up?
There's
Like, is there
nothing.
still physically nothing up there?
Yeah, there's just
Like,
physically nothing up there.
okay. I didn't know if like it just like the painting had just worn off and there was still like the slat of wood that was still floating up there.
Nope, it looks like it's been taken down. Perhaps recently, you're not sure.
Not sure. All right.
But yeah, it looks like it's glowing from the inside. There appears to be some sort of warmth or fire radiating from out of it.
How does it look? Because I know he said needed work, but we also gave him a lot of money. So how does it look?
Well, you've only been gone for about 4 days, and
Yeah, it's only been about a week or half a week. Yeah.
in the words of the great Taliesin Jaffe, 9 women can't make a baby in a month. So,
I love it. It's perfect. Yeah.
So it's not great, but there's not visible holes in it or anything. It just looks like it hasn't been taken care of for a while. It's half stone, but half, there's like some wooden paneling across it as well. Has a nice enough roof. The windows aren't shattered or anything. Just looks quite run down. Looks like it needs perhaps a paint job once it stops snowing, maybe.
It's better than I was hoping for.
Yeah.
All right.
Heading
Let's head
inside?
home. Yep, and we'll head in.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Dumas! Savid!
Yeah, you open the door, and immediately some familiar and not familiar faces turn towards you. The first one is a very recognizable red one. There's a counter on the left side that appears to have at one point been a bar counter. And Dumas is sitting directly on top of it, holding what appears to be a mug of what may hold ale, you're not sure. but as soon as you enter, he looks up and he goes, "Who goes there?" "You!" And he points at all of you and he goes,
We're back.
"You didn't send!"
Oh shit.
Oh.
No. Alright. We'll explain. 2 minutes. Quick question: is what you're drinking alcoholic?
Moss kind of looks down and goes, "Oh yeah."
Then I need one right now. And he heads over and he literally takes it out of Demas's hand.
Demas doesn't fight you. He just kind of looks at you, looks at the rest of you all, and you can see his eyes are also searching, but then he lands on Des and he kind of relaxes a little bit. Because you're still a raven. On the other side is Svid, who is now standing up and very extremely relieved looking, goes, "Oh, thank the gods, that's okay.
They definitely.
You're all right. Everybody's all right. Okay."
Why don't we all kind of? Okay, so I can see there's another token, or is it just
Svid.
us in here?
Savid, sit back down. You are not done here.
Svid
I
looks
was
between
not
you.
finished.
Make a new friend.
No! He immediately says, looking at you, and he looks at you and turning away from the other person sitting there, he makes the help me eyes at you.
I go up and I'm just like, greetings, friend.
What the hell are you?
I am an Azamar, a celestial type being.
It's always fun seeing people react to Seraph like that.
That's fine. It was the color, honestly, that I was questioning. You don't see that a lot here.
What's wrong with my pink?
You don't see it a lot here.
Sabine immediately goes, Nothing is wrong, Seraph. I am so glad to see you. Best friend, good friend, please. And he makes the help me eyes at you now and wraps his arm around your shoulders as if you've been best buds for years and goes,
If Savid tries to leave her range, she grabs him by the wrist.
I would be right here and
Look, my friends just got back from a trip. Why can't we just... Look, you have a room upstairs. Don't you want to stay at that lovely room upstairs?
question.
I'll get there.
Question, what do you need Savid for?
I was in the middle of my story, my epic tale. You can't leave in the middle. Don't you even want to know what happened?
He kind of looks between you, and then back at Cray, and then back at Carter, and finally, realizing the other two aren't helping him, he goes, Carter! Buddy! Hey!
Cray is over here with Jodadar and Damas, and he is drinking heavily because this is a godsend of a distraction to him.
I'm
Damas
just gonna
leans
pull
in.
pull up a chair at the table, stories, huh? What's up? What's happening? I like a good tale. What's
I'm
getting up
curious
to?
as well.
Damas
also
leans
say
over
bird
towards, Cray, and very conspiratorially whispers to you, goes, She's been drunk raving at him all day long, and she won't let him leave, and it's really funny.
He hits the mugs together. He's like, it's fucking hilarious, I've had a rough few days. You guys... He just smiles. He's like, this is what I needed. And he takes a long draft and watches the show.
Well,
Oh, did it do the thing? Okay.
I don't... Savid, where was I? I don't remember.
Oh, good, you don't remember. Well, you can finish off
I mean-
tomorrow. That's great. Look,
I can start over. Are they...
No, look. My friends have been gone for a long time. Friends, everybody, look, this is Carter. He really needs to talk to me right now. Don't you, Carter?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about. And he kind of grabs Carter around the shoulders now, and she goes,
She's still holding onto his wrist, she's kind of leaning onto the table on one arm, hair splayed across the table, but she's just kind of got a loose grip on one of his wrists, although it's not loose, it is very much a grip.
So he's like, please, you're really good at getting away from weird situations. She freaks me out.
So,
She's
More than
scary.
Miss,
Um,
would you like to introduce yourself to us?
I could. I mean, you said you're friends of Savid.
We
Do you
are.
trust them?
David is slowly beginning to regret this.
I trust him as far as I can throw him.
I meant him, dear. Savid, do you trust them? I mean, I guess I could just cut the beginning of it. I could start in the middle.
Says Savid. Goes, how about I get all of us drinks and we can just talk about everything?
Oh.
Carter punches Savita in the arm.
Ow! I'll take it.
She kind of perks up. She's just like, did you have any more left? You said you were out.
Yeah, I was trying to get rid of you. Shit.
Uh-huh.
So, on
I mean,
Savid,
we've been over this, and I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I might now. They're here.
Wait,
were you
what?
Savid
expecting
kind of-
us?
Savid kind of looks over at you guys and kind of his shoulders deflate and goes, she's kind of been sitting here and wait for you guys. Sorry, try to get her to go away, but she's really
I can't leave. I need them. I told you this. I was telling you. Did I get to that part yet? Oh no. She just kind of like lays back down on the table.
Does she let go of Savid?
Yeah, I was about to say, did she let go of Savid?
Yeah, she'll finally let go.
Savid just
Just-
kind of gently pulls away as if he's anticipating another attack.
Just like 5 like beautifully manicured jet black nails that are kind of like sharp, just kind of like slowly fall off of his arm.
I'll grab Savid and just like slowly, gently nudge him closer to the bar.
He goes, he's like, yep, thank you, yes, thank you.
New cup, please. Savid.
Dumas, as Savid goes by, Dumas goes, hey, it only took you like 2 hours this time.
So what's going on, Savid? She said she's looking for us?
Savid goes behind the counter and in the middle of like pulling out a clay jug of something that is very clearly sloshing in his alcohol, he begins to distribute more drinks and he, under his breath, while the other two are occupying her attention, goes, yeah, look, she arrived a while ago. I don't know how she found us because technically this place isn't even like open for business or anything. We've been trying to fix it up. And then she came and she said that she's going to stay here and she was looking for you. And she knows of you. I don't know. Something about her just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know if she's bad, but just...
Here.
My entire tribe hasn't actually interacted with women for like several centuries.
Well, that's just sad.
I know, Savid. I know. And it's okay. He gives him a pat on the shoulder. Why don't you take Raven, Des? She's
Oh, is she
in her
tired?
Raven
Is
form.
she can't
She-
turn back
she's
anymore? Oh, that's
Exhausted
great.
at the moment. It's
Man, you took that way better than I thought you would.
I don't... Carter.
Yeah, no, I was gonna leave the punchline. Just take Des
Savid
has
is looking
been too
between
tired
you.
to change back today. It's been absolutely crazy.
Right,
Once I
yeah.
figure out what's going on with this newcomer, I'll come up and I'll find you. Do you guys have rooms upstairs, I'm guessing?
Well, there are rooms upstairs. We didn't plan on taking any people to stay, so we've just been sleeping up there, but then she came, and now one of the rooms is technically hers. I don't recommend arguing with her about it.
That's fair. So you and Demas are now sharing a room.
Well, no,
Is that
Dumas.
what's going on? No?
No, Dumas. There's actually quite a few rooms up there.
Oh, hell yeah. I need to explore this place. And he kind of like takes a long swig from his mug. But first off, head upstairs. Give me that. And he takes the jug from his hands. I'll go talk to our new friend. I'll take some heat for you for a bit, and you can go and just go relax. All right?
Right. Yes. No, I don't want to leave. I'm just glad to see you and glad to
Savi,
see
just
Des.
go.
No,
Okay.
I mean, no, if he doesn't want to leave, he doesn't have to. It's his call entirely. I figured that this newcomer, he might want the opportunity, and he was
Kind
also
of-
trying to talk quiet enough so that she wouldn't hear him necessarily, but you all are
She's
hearing
just
him across the room. So
staring across the room at you, just like piercing eyes, like head kind of sideways on the table.
This newcomer or our first patron?
you know,
Mm.
has she paid
Is it-
us?
Yeah, because it sounds like she's got a room upstairs, and if she's looking for us, I don't work cheap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
that's
ahead and put
true.
this out there. I don't know what you're looking for us for, but
How
hope you have
fancy
some
does she
coin.
look? Yeah, how fancy does she
She
look?
looks pretty fucking fancy. I'll leave that
Very
up to you. I don't know why I'm saying that.
Yeah, no, she's very like she's dressed in like a really, really elegant, beautiful, like blue like petticoat dress, and it looks really, really nice, although it does look really, really old.
Second question, did she actually pay for the room? Because
She
I
did
don't
not.
remember. Okay.
She did.
She
Kinda
didn't
what I
pay for
figured.
anything.
She just forced her way through Savi.
It's
It
not
wasn't
that
very
hard.
Cray will make his way over, and with the two glasses, he'll set two glasses down and pour out the whatever it is that Sivi got for her. One for him, one for her, because he's downed all his ale from Tomas at this point. Right, so story time. I think we're all open
Savi
ears.
just kind of holds Raven Des, and it seems that is comfort enough for him. He's just kind of
She
like,
paws
"Oh, I
happily.
missed you."
As he like goes upstairs and leaves us, I'm just gonna like slightly whisper, and that's a good way of avoiding the subject.
He'll probably sit a
wait.
little. He'll actually probably sit at the bar.
Yeah, he's staying down here. He's not going
Yeah,
upstairs.
he's staying.
He wants to stay with us. He doesn't want to go.
Dumas will also join you on the
Cray
table.
just gives you a thumbs up, like, godsend. So,
Carter will come over and sit on the table so you can get a good earful of whatever they're gonna talk about.
Yeah, Dumas should be smaller because he's tiny.
Come on, must hop up on the table.
Yeah.
start with your name. I'm Cray. You
My
are?
name. My name is Reva. Reva Corvanus. Pleasure's
Nice name.
mine.
It
I'm
is a
sure it
pleasure.
is.
My name's Seraph Serenity.
You can just call me Carter.
Carter.
That's Dionadar. He thumbs over to D. And that's She. And over to
I
Kitty.
think that's a dog.
It is.
Possibly.
And it gives
And
you a
you?
sideways, like, And me?
Hmm.
Cray.
Well, it's good to put names to faces, faces to bodies, bodies to people.
Oh, our friend tells us you were making yourself comfortable here, waiting for us to return.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to be gone quite so long.
Ah, yes, it definitely was a little bit more intense we were expecting. Cray is still at half health, so he still is a little bit singed from the lightning bolt that flattened him this morning. So there's a little bit of
Yep.
like his hair is very, very just kind of like damaged, and he's like, "We've had a rough few days. It took us longer than we were expecting."
I mean, I have to ask, what exactly were you expecting when you stepped into his cart?
You
You
know,
saw us.
I did. And I don't know why you did so.
he
So tell
had
me.
he'd been bothering a friend of ours for a
He does
while.
that?
And yes, he does. And he'd been sending us invitations for dinner, and in an effort to try to outsmart the devil, we went to his home in an
Uh-huh.
effort to get his blessing to perform an act we were already going to do. And in doing so, walked right into a trap of his, which seems to be his whole MO.
In
So-
hindsight, hearing it said out loud, it sounds even worse than it already
Right,
was. Huh?
you went to his house to do
His-
something he wanted you to do and expected it to go well.
Not at all. I did not expect it to go well, even remotely.
I had decent expectations. I thought we got the drop on him a couple times.
Carter,
No.
Carter pulls his collar down to show like the burn scars from that.
Yeah. No, we were trying to fix a mistake that we'd made a long time ago. A couple months ago. God, it feels like forever. And in doing so, our goals seemingly aligned. The means to those ends, however, that was the obscured part that we were unsure about, and walked right into his trap, and ended up fortunate in the end, and coming out better than we had any right to. But it's been a rough few days, so that's our story. What's yours?
She, as you're talking, she'll kind of like still halfway collapsed on the table. She kind of just like stretches forward and runs her nails like over the back of your hand, and I'll cast healing, hand of healing.
All right.
So it's probably weird, but you feel a little better.
All right. Well, that's different than what I'm used to. But thank you. Yeah, that was kind of like moves his shoulder. It's like there was a little bit of a burn still there, wasn't there?
Yeah, it went to GM, but it rolled a 1 plus 3, so 4.
Powerful stuff. You like it?
Right.
Hey,
Right, this
He is 1 hit point away from half health. So
Take anything you can get.
yeah, it's like interesting. And where'd you learn to do something like that? Don't find a lot of talented folk here, either arcane, divine, or otherwise.
I don't know exactly if it's either, but you're welcome.
Kind of like stares at her for a second.
The bead from the other side of the table goes, why don't you get on to the point that you were wanting to make?
Right. I mean, how far did I get? How far did I get with you? Like, am I supposed to tell the whole thing? That's a lot.
You told me it was a lot. I agree. It was a lot.
Why don't you just give us the broad strokes? You're
Yeah.
looking for us. Hey, you're looking for us. We don't need all the nitty-gritty details. And honestly, I've been on the road trudging through snow for the past 6 hours after being struck by lightning this morning, so I'd really rather just go pick out a room upstairs, talk to my friends, and go to sleep. Just fill us in. Just what's going on? You are obviously seeking us out.
I mean, the short story is pretty short. It's the fact that you want to fix things around here. You want to take care of the man himself.
Murder Strahd. And don't worry, I can say it because he can't scry on me. Murder Strahd.
Yeah. I want
Good,
that
'cause
too.
After this morning, I very much want that. So our interests align. How can we assist you in this endeavor? We have a few irons in the fire, I think, as it were, but not much at the moment to go off of aside from a frontal assault.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend that at all. That seems terrible. And we'll go about as well as your last attempt.
That's what I'm thinking. Ideas? Suggestions? Insights?
I think you need help.
That's an obvious one.
In quite a few different ways.
Yes.
Just about every
Like-
way imaginable at this point, to be honest
Wow.
with you.
Wow,
He
I didn't
pets
know
his
you knew
mechanical
cutting
cat.
words.
I don't disagree. How can we help each other?
I mean, I'm coming with you.
Whether we like it or not.
Kind of
I'm
looks over
hoping
at
you'd like
Seraph.
it.
I mean, he looks healing. It's always nice to have people that know how to heal, and we don't know how reliable Des is going to be in the future.
Savid's like, wait, what are you talking? Des can heal.
She can. She.
So you're
Savid,
trying to replace her?
No. But no. We'll talk. And he gives him a very like sad, like I really need to talk to you in private look.
Savid goes a little bit more like ashy pale,
Or
but does
Des.
not say anything else.
I mean, the problem is things are complicated. And unless I tell you the whole story, and I don't want to tell you the whole story because I don't know how you'll react.
How about
I'm
you
right in the middle
tell
here.
us? How about you tell us the story in the morning while we all are well rested and we've dealt with whatever business we need to deal with.
Am I going to want to tell the story in the morning when I'm not imbibed?
That's
I
your
don't
choice.
Just be glad you can be imbibed. I'm kind of getting angry just looking at you right now, if I'm being real.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit rude. Cray takes a long swig of his drink.
Are you on the mend? Are you not allowed?
No, he was
Physically
cursed.
cannot. Yeah, cannot enjoy it.
It was actually, and he kind of points, he thumbs over to Demas. It was actually one of his potions. Kind of.
Dumas grins and waves and then goes, sorry.
That's what happens when you drink magical kobold snot. And gives her a wink.
Ew. I think.
Listen,
I'm unsure.
I can tell you pretty much whatever you've got up your sleeve, we're in. He needs to be stopped. This town is literally the last bastion of any type of civilization I've seen within Barovia. That hasn't been either burned to the ground or overrun by zombies in the last couple months. So he's having his temper tantrums, and he's going to have them more over the coming days.
See, he goes in cycles. This happens every 100 years or so.
We've changed the landscape significantly in the past couple days, so
you've helped, but as I said, it happens. You've only facilitated.
A major player's been taken off the board entirely for the foreseeable future, given no outstanding interference.
Hopefully, no hag shenanigans happen.
You've
At least not
with,
that aren't not against us.
You've dealt with which hag? There's a couple.
Yes.
At this point, all of them. I think it's.
I'm pretty sure there's one missing.
Morgantha is still alive, and there's a new one in town, kinda. But Lasaga and the two younger ones are gone.
She's goo. She's literal goo in a swamp now.
Goo in a swamp. She had converted Irina, the current love interest of the man, to what seems to be some sort of hag, removing her from the cycle. So when I say that the board's changed, and there's a lot to have to unpack here, but we need to probably move relatively quickly. So I'm willing to
Rava has stopped listening, and she actually has sat up and both hands on the table, staring you down.
Oh, look, she's paying attention.
I think we finally did get her attention. How about this? In the morning, you can tell us what you want to, and we'll fill you in on our side of things. Then we'll decide as a group whether we follow each other or not.
What did you do to her?
We did nothing.
We fucked up, and she made a choice.
Well, I was not. part of that
yeah, you
equation.
remember.
No,
It's-
she made a choice, not we.
No. Well, he kind of looks. He's like looking at Seraph, like, no, I realize that, but you're being pedantic. And then he goes over to Carter. It's like, no, but we did actually fuck up because we got her captured in the first place. Listen, it's a very long story. There's a lot to have to catch everybody up. It looks over to Carter. Shit, man, it's just you and me. Anyway,
Man,
a lot
don't
of
say
people have.
you're gonna jinx it. You just raised so many flags. Can we walk that one back real quick? One of us is gonna die now. Carter's like, I don't want either of us to die.
You're
I don't
right.
think
you're
I'm gonna
right.
get to turn into a raven. I'm gonna be honest
No.
with you. I don't think I have that luxury.
No. I'm gonna be level with you. I'm not. I don't really think I'm getting out of this, but one of us is. So, hey, as long as one of us does, brother. I hope all of us do, and I hope we can fix things that have happened. And technically, Flora's still out there, so. But those are discussions for next session.
This is starting
Meta
to
pigeon.
sound depressing.
Yeah. Dude, welcome to Strahd.
Welcome to Barovia, dude.
Yeah, like where have you been? But as we break for the evening to later discuss Reva's propositions in the morning, we'll go to our rooms upstairs, and Gray will kind of put an arm around Svid and be like, "Hey, we need to talk," and they'll go upstairs and have a talk. But we'll
Okay.
do that talk next session.
Indeed. So just for sake of transparency, yeah. Upstairs there are 3 total rooms.
Okay.
However,
Oh boy.
there is multiple beds. So let me just reveal it all at once if I can. But yeah, there is an upstairs.
This one's
Alright.
pink, I claim it.
Okay, that one's theirs.
Yeah.
This one's
Uh,
Reva's, and she's got
Yeah,
her
that
own.
one's been
Yeah,
that one's been claimed by Reva.
And Svid and Dumas have been sleeping in like the same room essentially, but they're flexible.
Giggity.
Cray'll just crash on the bench. He'll let Svid and Damas share a room, and Carter and
I mean,
Seraph can.
Dumas doesn't really need a bed with how Svid
How
like.
small he is.
Then, yeah.
Svid will not admit it tonight, but Svid's like, I've just been curling up with Dumas because he's actually really warm.
That's honestly, that might. Yeah, we'll have Cray and literally all of the NPCs in one room with the pets, and then Carter and Seraph, and then Reva can have her own.
Oh yeah.
And I think that gets everybody somewhere to snooze, and that
Yeah.
way Cray can have a talk with the 2 of them, and Raven Death's in there with us.
Break his heart.
Oh, it's not gonna be. God, it's gonna be so hard. Like, but it has to come from Cray. It's the only.
All the NPCs.
Right.
Yep, it's everybody.
Yep.
Cause she's sitting on the on the chest, doing an RO sleep at the foot of Cray's bed. But hell yeah.
Yay.
Well, yeah.
I'm super excited. Like, that's it. I just wanted us to beat Reva. Like,
that's yeah, understandable.
Also, she wasn't exactly hiding, but she wasn't exactly showing. I don't know if anybody wants to make a perception check.
sure, Cray will-
Sure.
will make-
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we'll just. You can also just like visually describe what she looks like, or you could link the picture.
Mhm.
Do you want me to post it? 'Cause I've got it saved.
Yeah, sure.
I think most of you saw it.
I'm pretty sure the only thing I saw was just the token.
It's the token.
I can just post it in the chat if you guys
Okay.
need me to, because I have it.
Yeah, I
Hold
have
up.
it too. I'm just trying to figure out why Spotify won't minimize. And Discord is behind it. And yeah.
You've done this to yourself.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Ooh, so fancy.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna be paying.
Oh,
You don't have
Sure.
that kind of dress and not have some money.
Yep.
Definitely the fanciest out of all of you who for the past several months have just been traipsing around, sleeping on the ground, and covering
And
yourselves
I
in
don't
dirt.
have prestidigitation, so
Prestidigitation, yeah.
yeah.
I'll get it next level. I just literally can't. I can only have 2 cantrips, and so I have to have Booming Blade for combat, and I have to have Mending
Right.
for fixing my pets. Those are my 2 cantrips. Can't
Yeah.
take prestidigitation. I want it so bad.
So, but she's a very thin and somewhat tall for a woman. And she has really pale skin, long blonde hair, and like dark, almost black eyes. And then at the she was trying to be careful, but especially at the end when you were talking about Arena, she didn't exactly work the hardest to hide it. But there's been a couple flashes of sharp and silver in her mouth.
In her mouth.
She either has a really cool piercing or something's going on.
Great. Well,
With my perception, do I put 2 and
I'd say you can probably tell the fact that there's definitely something going on with her teeth that doesn't seem entirely cool.
I'll bring it up in the morning.
you can bring it up with Carter. You guys are bunking together, so.
I can imagine that conversation going approximately like, "Hey, there's something weird going on." Yeah, whatever.
Maybe in
That's
the
where I was
morning.
gonna go. Yeah.
We have to get Carter's bed switched out with a hammock for him.
Oh yeah, as soon as he went in there, he didn't get in the bed. He stood on it to start hammering in the pitons into the wall.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, next session we can continue this, and this is technically the map of the original thing that was gifted to you guys, but you can absolutely, change it how you
I like
guys
it.
want.
It needs
Simple.
work. I'm honestly at this point I'm more interested in the other question that I had.
Which, hold on, let me go back to the
about
questions.
surrounding real estate, because we now have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
money, and he's just kind of curious. He would have gotten a look at it as we walked up to it as to how crowded buildings were around it, whether or not this is a place that he could put a forge or a workshop.
I
Because
have
he
some
wants somewhere,
ideas. I have some
that
ideas.
he eventually would have to work if he's thinking long term. His plans going into the travel home or travel back to Kresk were very long term. Right now, he's kind of more ready to just throw himself at Strahd and die because of what happened that morning. That was enough to kind of get the fire lit under him again, and he's kind of just ready to maybe not spend downtime, even though it would really help. So,
Yeah, I would like to get beefed up more.
Yeah, I need time to build stuff. It takes time.
After the last couple days with how tired Carter, as soon as you guys said we'll talk about this in the morning, Carter didn't even walk. You would see for the first time, you know how a wave crashes and there's that just spray of mist. He just misty stepped straight up the stairs. As soon as it was like, yeah, we have a place to sleep, he was gone.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we lost Carter.
I feel it. Respect. All right, awesome. Well, thank you, Chekhov. I'm gonna go take a shower, wind down, get some sleep. So,
Absolutely. All right, guys.
I'll have a great night.
Yep, you too. See
See you
y'all
later.
next
Yay.
time.
Later.
Bye.